Oh shit!
Stop!
Start over.
Oh man!
I'm sorry about that.
Oh
It wasn't me this time.
well, it's his show, so it's fine.
All right, sure.
Oh, let me turn down the volume too. I'm messing everything up, man.
Way to go. We're starting already. It's already a banner show.
It's all uphill from here.
I hope so.
Me too.
Is it this one?
Well, let's have a nice clean show tonight.
For the kids.
For the kids, yeah. How you doing, guys? How you doing, chat? Welcome, everyone. Straturday night. I'm John Bull, I guess. Paul's out there. How you doing, Paul?
I'm out here.
Out there, out west.
Hi. It's 10:05 Arizona Mountain Time.
So you've got like the odd time out here. You're
we
you're
have
the ones that don't change time.
Yeah, we don't change, so the rest of the world changes. I guess it's 9:00 Pacific and still midnight on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's
Still midnight here. Midnight 05.
Yeah, for us, it's everything starts either like prime time starts an hour later or an hour earlier, but we don't change time. The rest of the world does.
Mm-hmm. Probably better off. Could do
I don't know.
without the whole. And who's this?
My clock is slow, man.
Man. I brought my pencil. Where is it?
Oh, I got one of those.
I brought my pencil. Mine's gray.
No. Oh, wait.
Give me something to write on.
It's a pencil, but it's not a wooden pencil.
Ooh, you got one of them fancy mechanical ones.
Yeah. I'm big time in all of you.
We're off to a great start.
Yep, that's how this show is starting right here.
Pencils,
comparing pens.
At least we all had different ones, you know, some variety.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Johnny's blurry.
There we go.
White balance. He's white balancing again.
Dang! Wow, we got 70 people in here.
Well,
already.
Welcome.
Nice.
Welcome. This is John Bull's Straturday Night Live. Looks like this.
John Bull.
Yes.
John Bull. And
strong like Bull.
Yes, we're live. We're live on Facebook.
Oh, hello, Facebook.
Hello, Facebook.
Welcome.
Which, by the way, I have enabled stars over on Facebook. So if you,
what does that mean?
It's like a super chat.
Ooh,
but you can send us stars.
You can send stars. Yeah,
What does that mean?
What do they think of next?
So do we have to look through Facebook to get that super chat, or where do we get that super chat from?
Yes, I think if there's a Facebook window open, I think you can see it.
No, great.
Is that like the hearts when you do, what is it, Periscope? You get the hearts that go by?
So probably, yeah. Yeah, we got some stars last night, and I didn't even notice till we were done with the show. Because StreamYard doesn't give me any alerts for that. But it's a fun new feature. And, of course, we're live on YouTube. Or if I can find our executive producers, like Charles Green, Joe Christian, Thomas Santiago, Music Therapy Laz, Bent Tom,
Thank you, Ben Tom. That is a very kind thing for John Mancuda to have said.
Thank you.
I guess
He
I
said
owe
you-
him. I guess I owe him the $5 you just donated.
Oh, you having
Thank
a
you,
moment?
man. It was nice. It's very touching.
Good
I
stuff.
mean, I'm not touching myself because it's not Tuesday.
We'll have none of that on my show.
Yes, it's a family show. The only one allowed to be obnoxious on this show is you,
And I'm rarely obnoxious.
except for that big S bomb you dropped earlier.
Define rarely.
Yeah, like right out of the gate, you know.
Right out of the gate.
Frequently.
Right out of the gate, that was there. But yeah, executive producers, Bent Tom again, Bent. Mr. Tom, thank you again so much. Mike Neese, Frank Corcoran, Michael Smith, who hopefully we'll see tonight.
That'd be nice.
Hopefully. David Ennis, Dan Halen, and Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael. Looks like our
Steve
executive
Carmichael.
producer list has shortened. Was it something we all said?
What is that noise? Who's cooking?
I have a fan. Is it me? Hold on.
Do you hear that? Am I the only one that hears that?
I just turned down, so is it?
Not me.
It's not me because I just turned down. Must be
Well, I
fine.
think it is, judging by the technical difficulties you
Well,
had when
yeah,
you came in.
I'm
What's your
turning
show?
down. I'm turning down.
It's John Bull broadcasting from the DMZ.
It's the cables.
Oh, maybe.
It's not your mic. It's there you go.
Yeah,
Better?
like the shielding or
It's-
something is. Yeah,
I gotta get
bad.
some new cables. Yeah, I probably need some new cables.
Yep.
Does it sound all right? Are we good for
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of those
Uh,
little like just tap it and it works better. One of those.
Unplug it, plug it back in.
Wow. Wow, there's a lot of people here.
And not a lot of show going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Sherman Callahan over on Facebook. Good to see you. Mike Neese said need bigger cans, man.
Man.
who needs bigger cans?
Probably cleaner cans. Uh,
I'm boring you, Paul.
No, I'm tired.
starting with a yawn. That's always good.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. We're 8 minutes and 14 seconds into this, and I'm yawning.
All right.
I feel like
Oh,
I'm
I got it.
Jay.
Got a nice long list of participants here. So let's go. At least say hi in the chat, and then we can move on. All right. We'll get to some
All right.
content.
You want to
here.
do it? You want to do it?
Sure. We
show.
got Bent Tom, Brian Spalding, Cameron Brown, Cobra Kai Platoon, Dan Halen. Dane Zimmerman. Hey, Dane.
Dane Zimmerman.
Dane sent me I do have an unboxing for later, and thanks to Dane, we'll check that out. David Shares
Nice.
in the house. Hardwood Steaks. Janice Lala. Jason McNamara. LSWFF. Is that the real Jason McNamara?
It
Yes.
is.
Wow.
It is. That's an acronym for
Welcome.
his show.
All right. Welcome, Jason. What is it? Oh, with famous folk, famous
Yeah, it's live
Uh,
streams with famous
live streams with
friends.
famous friends.
He knows more famous people than we do.
Yeah.
He's
Great guy.
famous.
Jeff T. Johnny Bean's in the house. Joke Riddler. Welcome, Joke Riddler. Kevin Bethel. Kevin Coachell. Kurt S. 5150. Mickey Settlemeyer. Mike Neese. Robot Master Switch. Nightbot. Steve Carmichael.
Steve
Thomas
Carmichael.
Santiago.
Steve Carmichael.
Tobinin in one. Vista Light
Oh.
1972. And anybody else, welcome. You're in for a
And
treat.
the rest.
That's right.
Everybody.
Yes.
Everyone. Good to see everybody. John Bull's Straturday night.
That's right.
We're gonna have a good time. I hope.
Are we?
I promise we're gonna have a good time.
We're going to have so much fucking fun.
Oh.
Just forget the first 9 minutes of the show. Okay. We're
How
starting
could I?
we're starting right now and it's gonna be awesome.
Well, let's start off with last night was a great show, Johnny. I watched your and Jay's show last night. Had some good cool stuff to talk about. We can probably
Yeah.
touch on some of that. Jay's got his new Frankie, which is amazing. Is Jay going to join us? I don't even know. I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, he called me today and we talked a little bit, and he said he would jump in
Regular time.
pretty soon. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was great unboxing and nice showing that off. Very cool.
Did he get a dark neck?
No.
Looked pretty looked really nice.
So they figured that out then. That was the only complaint people were having, was that some of the necks were a little bit too dark. Although I forget the guy, I know it shall remain nameless, I forget his name, but the guy that lost his shit because there was no gig bag or box with a $1,500 guitar.
Was it an EVH Wolf?
No, it was a friend.
I saw the title of one that said a guy, of a guy complaining about his Wolfgang.
Yeah, it was
Something
no.
like
This was I think it was called a real review of the EVH Frankie as just a guitar, not as an EVH guitar. And he was furious that he got it in a box and it was just bubble wrapped. And for spending $1,500 on a Mexican guitar, you should have a case or at least a soft case. And there was neither. And he kept going back to it. It was like a 9-minute video of this thing, and 6 minutes of it was him bitching about.
Did it say anywhere on the website that it comes with a case? I don't.
No.
I mean,
But there's always that assumption if you're paying more than $1,000 for a guitar, that it should come with a case. I'm not
when it goes down
about
the accoutrements, usually that's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
I agree. I know.
Depends. I mean,
when you spend that kind of money on a guitar, I think the idea, even Gibson, when they put out one of their cheaper Les Pauls, the mahoganies or the flat tributes and stuff, they at least give you a soft case with it, and that's only for a $799 guitar, $899 guitar.
they at least give you a sack.
Yeah, you get a sack.
You get a huge paper bag to put your guitar in.
Yeah, but this guy was like furious. He's a European kid. I think he's in a band, and overall he gave it a good review, but he just couldn't get off the fact that it didn't. He was like, he had to stop his video. He's like, I'm going to make an edit here, and I'm going to try to I'm going to try to compose myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're mad. You're mad because you didn't get a fucking guitar case. Return the guitar.
Yeah.
Could he play?
Yeah, he can play. Fuck. Who am I to judge? I can't play.
Well, because if you can play, then you're probably playing gigs. And so you would want.
And I would think that'd be a very difficult thing to do, to gig with any striped Eddie Van Halen guitar if you're not in a Van Halen tribute band. I mean, I get it. I know why people do it, but there are some people that are just like, why would you do that? But our friend Jeff does that, and it works for him. Jeff is an idiot though, because he actually gigs with his. I mean, I like the kid. I love Jeff. He's a great guy. But if you had one of the actual signed, staged, used Van Halen guitars, that sucker, that would never leave my house. I wouldn't bring that to a club.
Charvel Stripe series.
He was on here. He was on here with us one night. And he showed it to us.
Yeah, no, it was it's not the Charvel Stripe series. It's one of the hand striped Eddie Van Halen stage used ones. One of the ones he auctioned off after playing them on stage and the gigs in the 2012 tour. Was it
a one of a kind design?
Yeah,
that's right.
It was one of those.
And he takes and don't get me wrong. Again, not disrespecting Jeff at all. I'm just questioning his mental capabilities to take a guitar like that. That would be, it's clearly the way they were selling $20,000 guitar, and he's taking it out to clubs and playing on stage with it. I mean, Jesus.
Hey, man, I don't know. I mean, I don't have 20 grand. I don't have 20 grand to throw around, but I guess if you're going to invest that much, those are. I always thought those were Charvel, but those were they EVH or what were they branded?
Well, no, they're Charvels.
Okay,
but they're the hand
right. Ed did, and he played them. I think on the 08, as early as like 07, 08, right? He played some of those.
Probably
earlier than that, 04.
Oh, okay.
They were insane. I mean, these were the ones where Eddie would stripe them up, play them on stage, and they all have a unique stripes pattern on them. And
which show they were
played in. Yeah.
All one of a kind.
And I can't imagine playing those on stage anywhere. I can't imagine bringing that up. That would be like taking out, respectfully, a 59 Les Paul or
I mean, at the price point,
broadcaster, an old original
Yeah.
Fender broadcaster out,
Other comparable, multi, tens of thousands of dollars.
Playing Peter Green's guitar, on stage when Kirk Hammett does that, you just kind of go, why? Don't do that.
It's Kirk Hammett. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
dropping the bucket.
But also, he, Jeff has, that's his name, right? Jeff?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, just imagine though the excitement of playing that guitar on stage and being like, "Hey,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
the only other person in the world besides Edward Van Halen that played this guitar on stage."
Right. No, I get it.
You know,
I get it. I just would be terrified to do that. That kid's got more.
I mean,
balls
when
than
use it?
Spalding.
I mean, put it out there. If that's
Well,
what
you use it at home, you use it on
I wouldn't-
studio things, or I couldn't
yeah.
bear to take that on stage.
I would think studio wise, it's just a super strat. I mean, I know it's not just a super strat, but it's more of the art, the art of the work of the guitar, and the the fact that it was stage played by Edward, not necessarily studio wise. I'd show it off.
No.
I think I'd show it off. I'd play it live, and not that I play live ever, but
Yeah, but you wouldn't be sweating the entire time that you
one
weren't
song,
watching
one
Here's the
song,
thing,
and then
that's
it's
the thing.
back in the
If
vault.
I had it in my hand from the dressing room to the stage on my body for the entire set, back into the dressing room, if that thing never leaves my hands, maybe.
But why not put some road miles on it? I mean, why? It's a solid guitar. It's not. I mean, unless you're really not careful with it.
But it's a collectible.
Okay,
one of a kind.
Yeah.
It's a
Then
one
I
of
guess,
a kind.
Then I guess. All right, I see what you're saying. I know.
It's a one of a
maybe I'm
kind
not thinking of it
guitar.
in that aspect. You're right.
We can find a picture of it. I have him on. He's been on the show before.
Yeah.
We've talked.
What does
to
some
him.
What do some of those used ones look like though? Are most of them
They're all
pristine?
different.
No, I know what the graphics.
Yeah, because
look like.
they're all in Hard Rock cafes now. They're
Right.
all
They're all bought as memorabilia. They're all hanging up
doctors
as
and
art
lawyers
pieces.
and
Well, especially
Indian chiefs
recently,
all have
too.
them.
Yeah.
Indian chiefs.
No, I know. I know. Even
I'm actually Native American, so I can say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey,
I
Kurt.
understand we're going for tens of thousands.
Good to see you, Kurt Jeffries,
Hey, Kurt.
one of the luckiest Van Halen fans on the planet. There he is.
Kurt's been joining us every week. Good to see you, man.
Yeah. Great to see you, dude. Yeah, he was the guy that got the cake in the face on stage in Detroit '84. Van Halen's Lost Weekend, MTV's Lost Weekend contest with Van Halen. That
The
was
question
him.
is he still trading on that? Kurt, are you still trading on that? Like, can you get like other Van Halen fans to buy you beers and stuff like that when
I'd
they
buy
find
a
out who
beer.
you are? Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to wonder, like, there's
Yes.
got to be some leverage, some level of cachet that comes to that. Otherwise,
Yeah, Kurt. What did you get?
it was all for
What
nothing.
Kind of benefits.
Like,
did
if you
get
could,
from this?
it was 1984, so that's 36 years ago.
No, man, he's I see it. He walks into a room on Facebook and everybody's like, "Dude, it's you." It's everybody knows the name Kurt Jeffries.
That's great.
Everybody does.
No, that's great.
Paul's not impressed.
No, I am. I'm just looking to make sure Ace is done eating his toy. See, now I said his name. Shit.
Oh,
I should have just left well enough alone, but now I
here
can't.
he comes.
Yep. Nope. No,
Hey,
he thinks it's
Good
his show.
boy.
Right, buddy?
Good boy.
Right, but yeah. Go eat something else, please. He's a good dog, but
Semi-decent, says John Bull. Guitars are easy to steal. Pete
certainly
Townsend.
are.
Pete Townsend used to steal guitars and smash them, and then what was the
Mickey
quote? I
Six
used to
stole.
run into Marshall's music store, steal a guitar, smash it on stage, rebuild it the next night. Say, I'll pay you later.
Yeah. Okay, really quickly. I mean, can I find? I think Jeff. I see him on Facebook or Instagram like all the time.
Oh no, he's probably playing tonight. He's in like 7 bands, and they're all working now. Is he live in Alabama, somewhere in Alabama? And I guess they've decided that they're gonna start having live music again.
Here he is. Okay, I found him. I want to find a picture of his guitar so we can show John Bull. There's got to be a picture.
Well, you know, one of the nicest guys we know, and lucky as hell. But again, you know, I can't imagine bringing that on stage.
Oh man, I see pictures of him playing it, but they're not. Oh, there's a picture of. There's Larry Mitchell playing one of his guitars. Larry Mitchell was playing one of his guitars. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, it's a good angle. Okay, check this out. So John, here's his guitar right here.
Oh, real nice. Yeah. Atlanta, so yeah.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
I'm getting Google alerts. It's okay.
Yeah, those were nice guitars, man. I'd love to have one of those.
I mean, they are essentially the Charvel Art Series guitars that were just personally painted by him.
Right.
And I have the Art Series guitars. They're great guitars. They play well. They're, you know, meticulously made, but obviously one that's hand painted and signed and
right
used on a live show. I mean, especially
now. Did he? I mean, I know Ed hand painted it. Did he do all the graphics, or did he just do
this?
Yes,
he did everything.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Well, all right.
Yes.
I'm just catching up here, man.
Yes.
He must have spent some time at the factory. That's crazy. That's cool. That's cool stuff.
No, I remember he spent a couple.
Or they shipped him. They shipped him a bunch of bodies. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, he spent a couple years in his studio doing nothing.
Right.
You know.
Oh, it's still me.
Thank goodness.
Who's this?
Who dat?
Whoa.
Hey.
Yeah, John, you didn't know he hand striped all the art series?
I didn't know the whole history of the art series.
Oh,
I know that he had played them on stage, and I knew he did part of the graphics. I didn't know how much of the graphics, but
yes, he did.
Now I'm schooled and I get it all. Yeah,
he did it all.
Good stuff.
And that's why they were up on eBay a few nights later for 30 grand. So
man, I remember 13,000. I think I saw one for 13,000. That was probably maybe 10 years ago or something.
They were in the mid-teens for sure.
Yeah,
back then. But
this is interesting. This is Greg Swendrak asking this. I want to buy a '97 PV Wolfgang in excellent condition. Seller wants $3,200.
Boom.
Oof. That's what they're going for now. It's not what I would pay for it, but
yeah,
is it a fair
that's
price?
what the market value.
Don't ask me.
It's not a fair price.
If you need it, you need it now, you're going to pay. I would let it simmer down and settle down maybe a year, see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, that same guitar 6 months ago was going for $1,500.
Right. 3 months ago, 2 months ago.
It's weird that the PV Wolfgangs did this and then dropped, and then came back a little bit. They're the most, I think, the most erratic of the markets for Van Halen guitars is the PVs, because all of a sudden there's a demand for them and then nobody cares, and then there's demand for them. Like finding an actual Wolfgang, and they're not called Wolfgang standards, they're just Wolfgangs. Finding an actual PV Wolfgang now out there is almost impossible. If you look on Reverb, they're not there. You'll see a lot of Wolfgang specials and Wolfgang EXPs, which are the Korean made ones, but you won't see a lot of the full-on straight up PV Wolfgang. So that's why the prices are so high.
Yeah.
How many?
And there's a bunch of people who have just been sitting waiting for what happened last month to happen.
Because they're assholes.
Because they're assholes, and
yeah.
I mean, we all knew it. We all knew the art series would go up. We all knew the PVs would go up, and the the early EVHs, that all this stuff that's in high demand. People have been sitting on, sadly waiting for October 6th, and that you can see they all made themselves known. As soon as they put it up for God knows how much. I'm seeing some stuff where it's just like, really.
I told you about this.
If there's a sucker out there, sure, but it's still.
There's a guy here in Tempe who has a Tobacco Burst 97 patent pending, signed by the Van Halen 3 lineup, that he started I think he started listing for like 60 or 50 grand. And now he's got it down to like 20 or 30. I mean, it's insane. It's a ridiculous price, but somewhere out there, somebody may pay it.
Yeah.
They're, I mean, realistically, $1,400-$1,500 is what you should pay for that guitar.
How many years did they make the PV? Did he have endorsement with PV? I know. Well, he had the amp endorsement. The amps are for
the guitar endorsement was about 5 years.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
96 to
90. It was like 96 to 02 or 03.
Yeah.
And how about numbers? I mean, I know the Music Man's probably had the smallest run. Is that correct? Or
yeah, Music Man, they're somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000. Nobody really knows for sure total that have ever been made. And now finding and that's given the problems with the finishes, the UV protection and stuff like that, finding certain ones that haven't been faded is almost impossible. They all have to some degree. Some of them have been, unless they're case queens. I have a couple of case queens that are not faded at all, but most of the purples faded to almost a black or a gray. Most of the blacks faded out to a gray. A lot of the naturals faded out to almost a white. Because the UV protection, paint protection was suspect in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. Wow, we got 100 people in here.
Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Another yawn. Caleb's already tapped out.
Caleb's busy over there, man.
I have to pay Jay.
Oh. Yeah, well, I was looking for the clasp. What are they called? The eye hook clasp set. The EVH branded one.
Yeah.
The strap hook clasp.
Snap hook
clasp.
Snap
set.
hook.
Well, anyway, they're sold out everywhere. So I'll admit it. I had to get the unbranded kind. So I got the just a set of hardware store.
The ones that rust.
Yeah. So, and after that, I'll have everything I need. But hopefully by next week, I'll have everything I need to finish that. So it'll soon be done.
Nice, man.
Yeah. I got a neck coming, a real neck, a good maple neck, Fender neck. Fender Squire neck.
Is that true? Cameron Brown says $1 million. It's going to be millions for the Hot for Teacher. Kramer,
is that up for? Is it going to
apparently?
Or what? Really?
Millions?
Or a couple of million? If you got a couple of million, it says right there.
Who owns that now? Is that it's not?
There's somebody who was waiting for
collection?
October 6th.
Rockstar Guitars has it?
Wow.
Let's see. How do you spell that?
Yeah, that'll go for insane money if it's the real 84. Man.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. There it is.
Put it in a nice 3-figure bid.
Eddie Van Halen's Hot for Teacher. Here it is. It's like front and center on the site.
See, there's somebody who was waiting. Gross.
Oh, you have to inquire about the price.
You'd think it would be like
if you have to inquire, you can't afford it.
Huh?
I said if you have to inquire, you can't afford it.
Here, let's show some pictures here.
Is that the one? That's the one behind you, right, Johnny? 84? Or do you have? I keep forgetting which one you have there.
This
84 that's an 84. Right?
Yeah, it's an 84 replica ish.
84-ish.
The front is kind of correct. The back is not correct. That's why I have it. Okay, here we go. Hopefully, you guys can see this.
Oh yeah.
And we're just showing this. We're not actually saying go out and buy this, but
Yeah, if we have a fan of the show who can go out and buy that, come on the show, hang out with us.
Yeah, you're welcome on the show if somebody buys that.
If anybody buys this, send it to each of us so we can at least take a picture with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kenny Dave asks about what model EVH is the one that Jack White plays. That's a special order made EVH custom signature for him.
Yeah. Yeah, Eddie actually
with the triple pickups and everything.
Yeah, he signed off on the triple pickup and everything. He had to get permission.
Yeah, that's a one-off guitar. There's actually two of them. There's a blue one and a black one.
Yeah.
I think there's 3.
Are there?
3 different ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. But all those guitars are specifically made for Jack White, and you can't buy them. That's not a model that's available commercially.
Serial number 176. Is that what it says?
Yep, CO 176. C series. So that's going to be 82, 83.
And that was on the road all through 84 through 86. Is he played that on?
No,
he didn't play it in 86.
No,
I thought it was a backup or no.
No, it was he used it in the video. It was on the 84 tour, and then in the video. And there's our friend Paul Unkert right there holding it. I think he's the one that painted it.
I had a C series Pacer special, and that was right around 82, 83. So that's why I'm going to guess.
Tray table. You got the tray
table
started
the 1984 tour as the backup to 5150, which wasn't even the 5150 yet. So,
are those tray table screws? Is that what that?
Yes,
the holes there?
It had a tray table in it. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a scratch there. Oh man,
Now that'll take a couple of dollars off of it.
Yeah. Oh, there's a screw missing.
See, that's cool. It's got the number 2.
No, it doesn't look like it did.
On the so it started in 1984 as the number 2
on the case.
That's cool.
Van Halen. In the chat, what does WDFA stand for?
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you a shout out. That was the 81 tour kind of motto or something like that. Oh, there's the patent for the tray table. Does it come with a tray table?
I don't think so.
No. There it is, brand new.
It's funny because that thing would have been.
That's Unkert holding that.
Cool. That tray table thing would have been something, given the guitar players that came after Eddie, who threw guitars on monitors and played them like pianos.
Yeah, Ed didn't think much of it, so Ed just kind of tossed it. Tossed it out as a. A
lot of guys. Idea. I mean, can you imagine? I imagine Jeff Healey would have loved that patent, to be able to use that patent, given the way he played.
Oh yeah.
Man, that was something, just for those that don't know who Jeff Healey is, blind guitar player.
Or was.
Played, with like the tray table. He had to play the guitar like a piano. It was across his lap because he was blind. But then halfway through the show, while he was in the middle of a solo, he would stand up and start running around on the stage.
Wow.
I got to find my Jeff Healey pick.
And he had, there was a roadie whose job it was to shadow him in front of the stage in case he got too close to the edge. I'm not making that up. That's a thing. Jeff Healey was awesome.
Jeff Healey's pick is a giant triangle pick, if I can find it.
Yeah, he was awesome. Jeff Healey was badass.
Yes.
But there's a guy that tray table probably would have been a necessity for him had that been developed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, had he seen Ed live, but that was not.
No, that wouldn't have come out the right way.
That wouldn't have been good.
Nope.
But I
almost
did say it.
Almost as good as Rick James's line to Stevie Wonder at the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have his pick somewhere. I can't find it though.
And the best part was one of Jeff Healey's best songs was "Can You See the Light." It was.
No, I know.
I'm not making it up. Yeah.
No, he was great. Jeff Healey was in
It was awesome.
another career that was cut really short. Too bad.
Yep. There are certain guys.
He was in Roadhouse, wasn't he? He was
Roadhouse.
The in the movie Roadhouse. Was it? They played behind chicken wire.
Yep.
At the bar.
Yep.
Good stuff. Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. There's an actual T-shirt with Peter Griffin throwing a karate kick, and it says Roadhouse that I want to own. I gotta buy that. That's fucking awesome. Roadhouse.
Man,
we're having fun tonight.
Yeah, Greg, yeah, the PVHP2s. I wasn't impressed at all with those.
Again, not worth it. You want to spend $2,500 on a guitar? I mean, it's clear. That's the figure you've got in your mind that you want to burn out for a guitar. If you want to spend $2,500 and you want to buy a Wolfgang, by all means, have at it. Save the money, man. Save the money. You can get buy an EVH Frankie, the new EVH Frankie for 15,
right?
16, whatever. Now there's a guy here in Phoenix that's selling one for 24 on Craigslist.
Yeah, you gotta pay that to get it now. Otherwise, you gotta wait till like the summer.
Yep.
Yeah, Greg.
$2,500. Buy an Ernie Ball Axis.
I didn't think
XCX.
I didn't think the PVHP2s were that great. I played a few of them. I thought they felt really cheap.
And Czechoslovakia, aren't they?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, they're Czech Republic guitars now.
I don't know. It felt more like a toy than the actual PV Wolfgangs did, and then we saw them at the NAMM show as well. And I think was it Michael Smith? Somebody came running out of the room and they're like, "Try these." You know, we held two different ones and they didn't even feel the same.
That was me.
So, that was you? Okay. couple years ago.
After EVH left.
Buy a Charvel San Dimas.
Yeah.
There you go, John.
We're send me a message for a relic pick guard. I have 2 pick guards right now, and this is the one that I put on. So,
wow.
But hey, if you want to send me a relic pick guard, that sounds cool. I'll message you.
Yeah, is it slanted?
That one's not slanted.
He needs to slant that pickup.
Now here comes Caleb with details.
Well, and didn't Ed originally use a vinyl record? Was that like just a myth, or I heard that he had used a vinyl record for the first
piece of vinyl? I don't know if it was a record. Was it a record?
I love
I feel like
Caleb's
I
attention
think
to
I read
detail
that
on this
somewhere.
thing. He takes it very personally if you don't get it right.
Oh, I know.
He's like one of those dog experts at a dog show, Westminster Kennel Show. It's like, oh, I can't believe his gait is off by a quarter step.
I never knew Gene Simmons was the color commentator at the.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Gene Simmons would know.
For a nominal fee.
For a nominal fee. I gotta get a drink. I'll be right back. Someone give me a drink.
Give me a bottle of anything. I tried to get. I was at Dunkin' Donuts today, and they had there was a sign on the thing for a ghost pepper donut, but they didn't have any in stock. So I saw
somebody eat one of those on TikTok.
Really?
And
I want to try one.
I'll try one.
Yeah, if I can find one, that'd be. I think they were probably like a Halloween special, and then they're out of them now. So
you guys talk about Wolfie's stuff yet, or
not yet? Are you ready,
man?
You ready?
Yeah. I mean, how cool is it? Hey, Jay.
Oh wow, looking good.
Jay just got some money.
Your mic's off.
Can't hear you.
You know, I would have been on about 10 minutes ago, but I was too busy doing that. I was trying to get it to go this way, a little more vertical, but I don't want to break any more guitars, you know?
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
Mm-hmm. How's it going, boys?
It's going.
It's great, man. Having a good time.
I hear that.
How's your new guitar, Jay?
Oh, this old thing?
I know it's kind of a beat up piece, but
Well, look at that.
Wait.
I have to ask a question, Jay. Were the funds provided to you by me for the purchase of your other ones used to supplement the cost of that guitar?
No, this was purchased on August 3rd.
Oh no, I understand that, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't depleted. Ooh.
Here, Ed, let me take that off your hands, bro. Thanks.
wow.
I can stand next to him, kind of like. Let me see.
Like Kurt Jeffries.
Yeah, like Kurt. Kurt Jeffries, you still watching? Yeah, he actually did that. He was actually holding his guitar next to him. I think in that room right there.
Yeah, you can find that picture.
Nice.
I'm trying to recreate the pose.
Yep.
With the right guitar.
What chord is he playing there?
I don't know. I didn't see the picture.
I got to turn my green screen off. Sorry, Ed.
Just turn it down a touch.
Let's see. Let's see if I.
That's the chord.
Wait.
There you go.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Check that out.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I just had an edible.
What happened to your face?
That's what Jeannie said.
Now wait, is that a green screen or is it just faded?
It's a blue
Why does
screen.
it look? All right, I was going to
Blue?
say it looks blue to me.
Supposedly, blue's better for like darker inside.
Mhm. There's Kurt. Nice.
There's Kurt. Kurt, are you still here? He was here a little earlier.
We got to get him in here.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to schedule. It's been a while too. It's been a few years since he was here.
You got some questions out there in the chat.
Oh crap! I forgot there's a chat. I got to open. Okay.
I think Caleb and Jay could answer this question. What is the most, or Johnny too, what is the most difficult EVH solo to play?
Don't ask
All
me.
of them. All of them.
I know, right?
Why can't this be love?
Yeah.
You know, because of Sammy playing that live on Live Without a Net, for a long time back in the day, I thought that was Sammy playing that on the record. I didn't know that was Eddie.
Yeah, no way.
You know?
Yeah.
The hardest solo. Push comes to shove is very difficult.
Wow.
But then there's, that's the Roth era.
That's the deepest of deep tracks.
Well, it's an amazing solo.
Yeah, it's a great song. I was listening to that today, as a matter of fact.
It's jazzy, so it's very different
from
than
that
everything
record.
else he plays.
Sinner's Swing is no picnic. Great question. I mean, there's so many, but like the ones that scare me are ones like Push Comes to Shove. The 5150 solo is scary.
Oh, Caleb's all.
Especially the live one. The live Summer Night solo is freaking ridiculous.
Oh, awesome.
Anything, yeah. A lot of that stuff that they.
Is it me or is it Caleb hiccuping?
If you want to really full action.
No, Caleb's frozen.
Okay.
Yeah, Caleb's
His,
frozen.
his picture was frozen. Although, Jay, when you strummed your guitar, it brought your mic all the way up.
Something else came all the way up, too.
Girl Gone Bad, Cameron Brown says. Ending solo on Girl Gone Bad.
Girl Gone Bad.
Girl Gone.
Add that because I know it. So I think it's not that hard. But I'm talking about the ones I can't play
for you,
or I can't play yet.
Yeah.
But Girl Gone Bad is a fantastic solo. But I mean, Beat It's an amazing solo, and it's not easy with that stretch she's doing.
I love that solo. I love that one. I love
it's
the harmonic he does, the bending. That one, there's a certain bent harmonic that he does that I've always loved.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you mention the harmonics because I love all the goofy harmonics in Where Have All the Good Times Gone.
Yeah,
just the little ones, just a little. Yeah, just a little goofy harmonics that just show up every once in a while in the song for no reason.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, your mic keeps going really high, Jay.
Yeah, do yourselves a favor. The Live Without a Net Summer Night solo. Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, he straight up shreds on that one for a minute.
Yes, it's extended too. Like they keep going, and he does this little slide hammer thing.
Mm-hmm.
That does that stuff, and yeah, that's a good one.
And 5150 from Live Without a Net is crazy.
Yes.
That's extended too. I think in some of the, I think like the Detroit version is even longer. I think it's one of the best versions.
In the 5150 live solo, they kind of go into like a little bit of a Top Jimmy groove.
Go halftime, and then he kicks in his cathedral effect.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does some of the volume stuff.
Yeah,
I loved it on the 83 tours, 82, 83 tours. When they went to like South America and shit, and where they would break into Girl Gone Bad and I'm So Glad in the middle of, in that jam. Yeah, that little jam. And then all of a sudden they would just lock into the groove for Girl Gone Bad. And you're like, that is so good. I hope that becomes a song someday.
Yeah.
In fact, the cleanest, the very cleanest Roth era live footage is that song from the US
Festival.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, check out my video I did a comparison with that in the bootleg US Festival.
Yeah. That is the best footage you'll ever
see. 2 different
see.
edits of the US Festival Girl
like
Gone
the
Bad.
the clearest image of Frankenstein and all that. It's great.
Yeah, it looks good. Hopefully we get to see some more of that.
Is my mic still jumping every time I say something or do something?
Jay jumps.
He jumps.
I think it's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, it boosted. You hit a chord and it like totally like brought it up.
Yeah.
The Frankie's so powerful it just took over the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not even plugged in.
I mean, you could say the whole guitar track in Hang 'Em High is a solo.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean
there's a few guitar tracks that were just all solo, just pretty much ripped through the whole thing.
No overdubs, one pass all the way through. Sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great one.
That's why I don't like anyone talking shit about Diver Down. I think it's a fantastic record. I
think it's a great record.
Even though it's got what it's got. It's got, like as Greg Renoff says, it's got everything. Everything that is Van Halen is on that record. Everything.
See, I love the covers they chose to do because I love the fact that Van Halen made their covers theirs. Like,
it sounds like Van Halen playing somebody else.
Yeah, it always sounds like Van Halen. So it's almost done like with respect, and yet you're like, oh, Van Halen can play this song too. All right, cool.
Respect and style.
Yeah. I think that they did it with respect, which I think is important. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I listened to Fair Warning and Diver Down both today.
And there's such a confidence.
I listened to those 2 albums yesterday. That's funny.
Nice.
There's in that on Diver Down, the band is just so confident. Like they are on top of everything. And they know it, and you could feel it in the performance of that record.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the. I've had this guitar on this stand. With the foam, fret rest stand, and as is always the case, you got the chemical reaction to the paint.
Oh no.
Who gives a shit? I mean, that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to wear, right?
It seemed like you're complaining about it, and then
No. I was just looking at. I just noticed it for the first time. I'm like,
yeah, Craig.
But you're getting But you're getting that,
Craig. Fucking fix this.
but you're getting that wear of the guitar just sitting on the stand, not being played.
I know. Yeah. No,
It's effortless wear.
it gets played. What gets played down here, Johnny? Tell me what fucking playing is going to do that.
It's
Tell me what
relicking.
practice is going to do that.
Self-relicking.
That's gravity. Gravity is getting its piece.
Nice.
Do you think there's a whole vault filled with unreleased concert videos of Dave? Yes. They pro shot a lot of their shit. A lot of bands do that. Yes, there's absolutely
that
a
South
whole
American
video.
tour is some of the stuff. If we could get some of the actual pro footage of, I mean, the first generation footage of that would be amazing.
How about a clean copy of the Landover show in '82?
Yeah, Largo.
I don't think there's any more from the Oakland show. I think they just did the three songs for, what, the King Biscuit Flower or whatever it was, and they did
Midnight
it for
Special.
That. Yeah, they did it for that. There's other 3 songs off the new record, and
they even mentioned that the Sunset Sound guys mentioned that they went through the video stuff, and he doesn't think there's any more.
Yeah, so although I wish. Because
if anybody, just to answer that question to anybody, yes, there's a ton of shit in the vault. A ton. Every band has a ton of shit in the vault, but I'm guessing there's more in the Eddie Van Halen vault than most. And we've seen pictures inside the studio, 5150 Studios, of just shelves of tape. So there's plenty of that. Now, how much of that tape hasn't disintegrated over the years? Because who knows what the climate control is in those places, and that shit tends to wear out. But if you think Hendrix had a lot of stuff in the vault, imagine what Eddie Van Halen has.
A million hours.
Well,
I would a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That every band does, but he spent years in that place doing nothing.
Right. That Sunset Sound kind of round table that they did was really cool too. They had and that's like, I guess the 2 different archives are separate. Ed's got everything from everything that was recorded at 5150 is still at 5150 or in Ed's archive, and then there's the Sunset Sound archive that was gone through by some of these guys maybe 15 years ago or so, and they were talking about some really cool stuff, some completely unreleased tracks. I don't know if we've ever heard some of that stuff, or
what records were those? Like the first 2 or the first 3?
Up until Diver Down, all that stuff was at the archive that the Sunset Sound guys went through.
And we're lucky that they didn't lose any of that shit in the Warner Brothers fire. That WEA archive that burnt a few years ago, where guys like Whitesnake and Aerosmith and shit, they lost master recordings.
I would hope that before that happened, they transferred a lot of that stuff. I would hope. They did that.
Those guys were saying
some of those bands didn't.
I think he made 6 CDs, 6 full on, fully mixed, mastered CDs that they put together from the stuff that they found, 10 years ago or something like that. So at least that's out there, and we've probably heard a lot of it, but some of the early demos, the early Templeman demos, and then some. He was talking about stuff from 1980. He was, he played a clip of Dave. Did you guys hear that clip of just some studio chatter? Dave was, Dave was talking about another band. There's that whole stuff that they were talking about. I can't remember what band it was.
They said they were pulling it down. The one with the eruption room mics. Did anyone hear that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Part 2. Yep.
Dude.
Did you hear what the dropout was? Why they faded it out? It was just a feedback that I think there was a little bit of feedback. So they.
It's incredible though, because the sound of it, while you're listening to it, it's like you're in the room with him while he's doing it. Yeah. And it's not the record version. It's just like, what was it like to be in the room?
The little nuances
when he did it. When he did it, and it's such a different sound compared to the record. But it's almost like it's a ghost and you're visiting. It's it's like the Titanic or something. It's like, it's crazy.
It's cool because it's not loaded with the studio reverb they put on it. It's
right.
It just sounds like it's
amp in a room. Harmonizer was even on
right,
it.
but it's it's the take, and it because your ears know the take. You know every lick on that record, and to hear it from just as a bystander, which is what those room mics are doing. They're just like witnessing it. It's incredible.
Didn't Ted say that they did 2 takes of Eruption, but when that engineer said they only found the one, so they must have erased over it.
He was saying they threw out so much tape. I think he was saying that if it wasn't a master take, they threw it out. They re-recorded over it, something like that.
So I remember Eddie in an interview. This is like, I don't know when now, maybe very early on in my playing guitar days or guitar playing days, but I remember reading an interview with him saying that like if he tracks a solo, if it's not what he likes, it's gone. Like they go back and record it. They're not like, I'm sure they ended up comping.
Yeah, they RTZ and then go back.
Tape was expensive.
He takes over it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure, later on we all know that, the comping of solos and stuff started. But back then, man, he basically would say that if I don't like a solo that I just played, it's getting recorded over and it starts from scratch. And it's like, I think he mentioned something like there's some times where you're like, oh man, should we I played it better on the last one. Now what do we do?
Right.
There's, you want to talk about, you mentioned comp solos. Every time I hear the ending solo to Paradise City, where Slash is just ripping through that thing, there's one ascending and then descending legato run that's buried about 2/3 the way through it that you hear him, and you can tell he punched it in, but he punched it in and did the entire run in one take. And you just go, oh, it's that kind of thing that when you can capture that kind of magic on tape that Eddie didn't get, Eddie wouldn't get, because he would get this thing and then he'd go, I don't like it, and do it again.
Yeah.
Whereas that punch in, and I know you guys know where it is because you've heard it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And it's that one moment in that song where you go, Jesus Christ, Slash can play.
Yeah. That's well, I wouldn't say the first time, but
no, but in that solo, that's the one where you go, oh boy,
that's like one of those times, like the rare times you actually heard him try to shred. That was that run. Yep.
Oh yeah.
And that run is
Paradise City. That was the premier lick of that. Definitely.
Right before at the end of the song, there's he does that run, and then at the end it's just that right before that part. There's this ascending and then this amazing one take, like just sick run. That comping solos, that's a deliberate punch in. It's an obvious punch in, but I'm glad they did.
Paul's pumped over this.
No, I just love that.
Paul's nipples.
I love that because I will never be able to do that ever.
Yeah.
Well, that's a funny thing. Me and the Chad were texting a day or so ago, and I sent him a link to text. It was text. I sent him a link to a guitar player doing a review of the guitar. And I was like, this dude's a player too. He's real good. And about 10 minutes later, I guess he was watching it. He texted me back. He's like, I'm watching this guy and I'm holding my guitar and I want to put it down. Like it was like one of those players that you watch them play and you're like, well, I can't do that. So I don't even want to play. And then there's the guys you watch and they're doing something you can't do. And then you want to play. It's a weird dynamic between the two, because there are players I'll watch and I'll be like, what's the point? What's the point? I'll never be able to do that.
I've never felt that.
Really?
I've never felt that. No.
Johnny can play.
Well, you guys,
anything.
I told you that story about how 15 minutes I could play.
What?
It's a true story. So all these years I've been trying to play, and I sat down one day. It was like 1984, 85. I'm sitting in my room and I'm just, I start strumming and stuff. And all of a sudden everything starts to click. And I'm like, oh my God, fuck, I get it. Oh, this is so awesome. I got to go get a Pepsi. And I put the guitar down and came back and I was like,
it was all a dream.
It's all the Pepsi, too much caffeine.
He's been drinking Coke. He's been drinking Coke ever since.
And I've been chasing that moment. I've been chasing that moment since 1985, but for 15 minutes in 1985, it all clicked. for a brief moment.
Wow.
Did it really happen though, Paul? Did it really happen?
Oh, it happened.
Yeah, because sometimes you can be sitting there and you doze off for a second, and then you wake up, and you think what you just dreamed actually happened.
Totally.
No, it happened. I was so pissed off too. I was playing a Hondo.
Sure,
if that
it
makes
happened,
any
Paul.
difference.
Oh,
I know it happened. It was real, I tell you.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. Joan, is it Joan or Joanne? Yes. We'll definitely get into that.
Into what?
Definitely.
Oh.
Talk about Wolfgang.
Oh yeah.
Big, very big news.
I love that he had those handles sitting out on social media for a couple of months and nobody knew about them. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Mammoth one? Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Mammoth W.
How'd you find out about it?
Hubbard.
Really?
Hubbard put something up on Facebook today.
He did a whole post about it.
Yeah. So I guess the record's going to be called Mammoth,
Or
his band is going to be called Mammoth.
yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I guess it'll all be pretty much debuted on Monday.
Or maybe the record will be called Mammoth.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah,
Distance is the first single.
I would guess he's going to be. It's either the band or him is going to be called WVH.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what it looks like from there, or vice versa. The album will be called WVH because it's all him. I don't know.
well, I was thinking about this earlier. You know, with social media, with Twitter profiles and Instagram pages, you can literally make a page for like every song on a record. You know, so what if Mammoth is the title of the record? You know,
Where have I heard that before?
So who knows? Yeah,
It looks like the record's going to be called Mammoth. He's already got a logo for it. There it is. And
yeah.
So why would you have a logo for the record? Usually, it's a logo for the band.
I guess, right?
I can't believe we're actually talking about this.
Like I said though, like I
is
said,
some next level nerd shit.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. This is the third generation of Van Halen here. So,
Is that the old? No, I was going to say, is that the old Van Halen font? The old, the one that he's wearing in his shirt. There, you probably can see it. The first logo of Van Halen with the.
oh, this
stylized.
like that?
I'm just looking at. I don't think it's the same. I was just
No,
thinking that.
no. You're looking at the Mark Stone logo.
Yeah, this one here.
I'll say this.
Not the same.
Usually, before a band will not announce the album title before the album's announced. So the album, I mean, we all know it's coming, but there's no. So usually, when the release date is set, that's when you release the album title. So I would guess the
yes
band.
and no, because
No?
AC/DC did that with Power Up. They didn't have a release date for it, and we saw the Power Up thing showing up in a couple of different places, and then a couple of weeks later they released the release date.
Okay, so maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
No.
really
I mean, we're gonna know in 29 hours. So
Ben, he's got a big clock in front of him. That's what he's looking at right there. You know,
how did you know it's counting down? Yeah.
and he counted. He has 29 notches in his zipper, and
I don't have Sirius either. So
each hour it goes down is one zip.
I don't have it either. Although I did see somebody posted in the Van Halen group, which again I changed the name, and it's all peace and love now supposedly. Somebody
I've got one of those old XM Sirius radios that tapes too. That will tape audio for like 3 hours.
Oh,
send it.
Awesome. John Bull has a timer. He has a countdown timer.
But no, I'll go find it. I'll see if I can get it to charge up.
Okay. Somebody posted in the Van Halen what is it called now? 74 to 2020 as I'm calling it, and people are still mad. Yeah. Anyway, somebody posted that Wolfgang is also going to be on the Today Show. I think it was.
So it's all
That's
press. It's
same
press
day.
Press
Yeah.
week.
Wow.
74 to 20.
I always find it weird when you listen to ads for or commercials for the Today, and it's like tomorrow on Today.
Yesterday on Today. Next week on Today.
Yeah.
Last month on Today.
Tuesday on Today.
Oh, look at that thing.
Today on Today.
Today.
Tonight on Today.
It's like circa 2003 or something.
Yeah, this is the old Delphi portable
Delphi.
satellite radio.
That looks like my first cell phone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Delphi portable satellite radio, and essentially this was back when it was XM, but it still works for Sirius XM, and it will record. It's got like a little hard drive, and it'll record like 4 or 5 hours, so that if you ever go to a place where you can't get the satellite signal, you can listen to whatever you have pre-recorded on it.
Cool.
No, that's
This
convenient.
is what hanging on to old technology can do for you. For people like Caleb who doesn't have Sirius, we can tape it and then get an MP3 of it and send it off to people. I mean, if you were somebody that would be prone to doing such things.
Or
Not that I know anybody that would do that.
I hope I can hear it through this.
yeah. Or we can all do a
Yeah, Ben Tom's saying there's a YouTube channel with Mammoth. Yeah, he has four platforms for the Mammoth
Yeah.
WPH thing already.
It's
So
all right there.
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all getting launched here now. So it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah. Go to that website. That's the site, and everything is there.
Future of Van Halen. There it is.
hold on, can I get into my Sirius account on here?
Are you serious?
What?
Are you serious?
Oh god. I gotta cancel.
You must have to go out and buy a new car just to get the free Sirius for Monday.
Right?
Then return it on Tuesday.
Tuesday. Make sure you return it before talking guitars and 80s metal. I think Steve, are you in here? Steve Carmichael was saying there's like a free trial.
Yeah, you can get a free trial. Damn it, I can't remember my password. for
Someone
this.
will probably upload it, and it'll probably get taken down minutes later. But
It'll definitely.
If you're
it'll
fast,
definitely-
you might be able to get it.
I mean,
if you got the web stream, you just open up the web stream on your computer, open up your audio editor, and just record it through the mix the
Right,
stereo
and
mix
it's
on
probably
your computer.
on. It'll probably be on Wolf's site. I would hope. Maybe it'll be on Wolf's site, or he'll release it. It'd be cool. Yeah, I don't have a Sirius account, so
yeah, it'd be cool to hear live. I mean, definitely.
do we know
I mean-
if it's going to be a live interview or if it was recorded, if it's pre-recorded or?
I'm not sure. I mean, I would think maybe he would be live. Howard had said on his show that Wolfgang had sent him something that's going to be very special. And from this, what I showed here, what I'm thinking is there'll be a music video for Distance, and it'll have home movies in it, as you can see from that shot right there.
Yeah, I had
with him and
to really look at that picture of what was going on, because from this distance you can't tell, but that's Wolf up under Eddie's shirt, and them like out in the driveway or
Yeah.
something.
Let me see if I can get a closer. Where would I get that?
But yeah, young Wolf. I mean, what is he? He's like a couple of years old there.
Yeah, well, Eddie, it looks like balance era there. I mean, that's
Yeah,
how much nerds we are, you know. That looks like 95, 96.
Mhm.
96.
I'm just
Got
gonna
the short
say
hair.
right now, it doesn't matter what Wolfgang does. We're gonna like it, and there's gonna be a group of people that are gonna fucking hate it no matter what it is, because he's in a no-win situation.
They're already all over Twitter.
Of course, yeah. I know.
Fuck him.
He's already proven himself as an amazing musician. And
here's the deal: it's going to be his own stuff, and you're going to listen to it, and I think you're going to
like it.
You're going to be blown away by the ability that he has to do his own stuff. And the more it doesn't sound like Van Halen, the more I'm going to like it. That's how I feel, because I mean, look at us, and we're so affected by Eddie Van Halen. He grew up with the man. It's his father. And for him to break out of that shadow and introduce stuff that's not in that vein, you know, it's going to be really cool. And
it's a little different level of this, but you saw, I don't know if you guys saw the video of that band that is Slash's kid, Trujillo's kid, and Scott Weiland's kid doing their thing. That I'm sure is going to have the cards stacked against it as well. And remember, Cage the Elephant, I think is Sting's kid.
And which kid?
One of Sting's kid, I think, is in Cage the Elephant. I could be wrong.
His son was in a band called Fiction Plane.
You're right, Fiction Plane.
They opened for the Police, and then his daughter is a singer as well.
I apologize. It is Fiction Plane.
Nerd Police right there, Johnny B.
Yep, well done. Well done. But that was a decent band.
Yeah, they were good. They were good. And that's the dream of all these Van Halen fans, is to have Van Halen reunite and have their kids or one of their kids in a band opening. You know, it's been like the rumors for years.
Is that true? Wolfgang's channel only has 39 subs. Wow.
All right, everyone subscribe to Wolfgang's channel.
Wow.
Yeah, the Wallflowers is the same thing. And look at what's happened to Jason Bonham. You know, Jason Bonham has had decent success, but he's been held down with by the fact that he's John Bonham's kid. You know, he plays drums in Foreigner.
He's also been held back because he's not that good of a drummer.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Man. I got to do monitors for Jason.
Wow.
For Bonham, the band. It's cool.
But it doesn't matter how good a drummer he is. He's not John Bonham, and that's going to be the problem with Wolfgang Van Halen to a large degree by the masses. Yes, we're all going to dig on it because, you know, just like I felt great about David Lee Roth going off the page in stuff like Your Filthy Little Mouth and taking some chances and doing reggae and country and stuff like that because he was going outside of his comfort zone. We're going to see something that Wolfgang does that's outside of what we expect from the Van Halen comfort zone, and the great majority of people are going to shit all over it, and that's going to suck. Because he's not going to get a fair shake.
44 subscribers now.
Well, on his YouTube?
Yeah,
his YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Wolfgang, he's been putting out teasers, you know, the past few years? Few years?
Yes.
So anybody that's heard it, it's obvious that it doesn't sound like the Van Halen that you know, classic Van Halen. But like I was saying last night to Jay Hannon, you know, I'd be disappointed if Wolfgang out of the gate was tapping, jumping around, doing his dad's thing, you know?
Well, it was funny because he did, you know, a couple times he tapped on stage with the bass, you know, and some of the bass lines. When Eddie would go near him, he would, you know, just run an ascending tap on the bass just as a joke and laugh with his father. I mean, those things. But I don't think that's going to be a part of his playing at all.
Right.
I'm going to be listening to the drums because apparently he's a monster drummer. And
well, you saw him drum with what do you call Alter Bridge, right?
Tremonti.
With Mark Tremonti and those guys, yeah.
I thought he played bass. I mean, I saw a clip of him playing.
No, he got on stage and did a live jam with those guys.
That was like his very first
yeah.
Or no, his second. That was his second public. There was a video of him playing the guitar first when he was still in school. A video came out of him in school playing the guitar with some friends.
Yeah. Playing like a
Didn't
Jimmy
he come out and play with Ed on 04 or some of the 98 tour?
And
during
he
the
sat on the edge of the
solo,
stage
he
during
played 316. He came out playing 316.
Yeah.
and Eddie soloed over it, and that was in 04.
How many shows was that? Was that every show?
That was the whole tour, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I saw them in 04, I don't remember him coming out. In
I remember in 93.
Well, you heard Johnny Beane was there that night, so
I think Val took him out on stage in 93 at the Right Here, Right Now tour. Not that he obviously was way too young to
93?
play. But
There was footage of him. Man, we're nerds. There was footage of him in 98 running out on stage and then running back, and he kept running back and forth.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of, some funny stuff with him.
If you Google "One Day Remains" Alter Bridge with Wolfgang Van Halen and Eric Friedman, it's out there. I just found it. Wolfgang Van Halen and Mark Tremonti, but he came out. It's Sunset House of Blues and Sunset in 2011. He came out and played with Alter Bridge, and it was phenomenal on drums.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Randy,
drums. He crushed it.
Randy, yeah, that sounds right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to hearing the drums on this record.
Yeah, everybody said he got that. That was like he was as good as his uncle.
Mm-hmm. Well, drums is his main instrument, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a close up. Yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be a music video to that song, and it's going to have some very special.
It looks like a video screen cap. It doesn't look like a 35 millimeter picture. That looks like it's taken from.
It looks like video. It looks like VHS. Yeah.
Probably right.
Yeah, because Howard had said that Wolfgang had sent him something that was very special. So I'm thinking he sent them the video.
Yeah.
The music video. And we're just assuming, but we'll probably see that on his Mammoth's YouTube on Monday. That music video.
There's a very good chance that the interview has already been done and has been edited and put together and will be played on Monday. As is often the case, availability, making sure it happens. Howard would be very reluctant to promote something that isn't going to be assured to come off. And oftentimes with live things, when somebody's supposed to come on the show live, I've seen it happen. I've had it experienced where you get a phone call and they're running late and then they have to bump you and all that stuff. Howard wouldn't possibly risk that. So my guess is either it's locked in and he's the only press that Wolfgang is doing that day, and or it's already been done and they're editing it and making it as neat and as clean as possible. Because Howard he does everything in his studio, so Wolfgang's not going to go to Howard's house. My guess is it's if it's not already been done via Zoom and pre-produced, and like a lot of these COVID sessions that have been done by a lot of these bands that were all pre-recorded and then they're being played off as if they're live. Don't be surprised if the Wolfgang thing hasn't already happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's possible.
Who cares if it was pre-taped? I mean, it's like any other interview, like the David Lee Roth CBS interview was done months ago, but the premiere is the premiere. And if you're getting it for the first time, it's live to you.
Mm-hmm. But like, let's say when you, on your radio show, when you talked to Sammy and Dave, very recently, both of them.
Yeah. We got Dave live and we spoke to Sammy off the air after the show, pre-recorded, and ran it back live the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Dave said what he said, and we were able to get that because it was a live moment as opposed to doing it pre-recorded and then having them tell us after the fact, don't play that part. I always ask somebody before we do an interview, is there anything you don't want to talk about? And I get them on tape saying, no, talk about whatever you want. That way, if it goes wrong and we hear from their management or their lawyer, you say, hey, he told us we could talk about it.
Yeah.
That way you get the okay from the artist so they can't get pissed at you.
Well, you need one of these. So you can just go.
Yes, that's exactly what I need.
That's awesome, Randy. You can have your own radio show with just one of these, man.
I'm the only one on this show that doesn't have one of those.
And you're the one with the real actual radio show.
Yeah, I know. Freaking wrong. Yes, but I do have one of these.
Oh, is that Mattel football or whatever it is?
Damn right it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I could never figure that thing out.
Look at Mr. Softy's face.
That was awesome. Yeah, Mr. Softy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this thing is great.
And then the baseball. I
You
had
should be
the
like
baseball one.
you should be live on Twitch right now, man.
This one here. No, what's great about this one is now I can sound like I'm a Clash record.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the space, the laser effects.
The end of Rock the Casbah.
Bent Tom asked, "What sneakers did Wolfgang wear on the 2004 tour?" Wow,
Caleb knows.
nerd.
Sneakers. What were
Zips,
they
Nikes.
They were Converse painted like his dad.
Sneakers. Yeah. Stripe Series sneakers.
How old was he? 04? He would have been what?
13.
13. Wow. And he was a size 8. I don't know.
He shopped in the Husky section at that point.
Oh.
He was a big kid. He's still a big guy. Not sure I'd want to get on his bad side. He's a pretty big kid, and he's got a bit of a temper, as we've seen on social media here and there.
Well, you can't blame him.
No, not at all.
If-
No, people have been assholes
A lot
to
of
him.
crap. Bullshit.
The
Yeah.
internet is the greatest and the worst thing ever fucking invented because it gives everybody a voice, and unfortunately, most people have nothing to say.
Yeah, or just bad stuff.
Bad
all
shit,
the
yeah.
all the time.
All the fake tough guys get to talk.
Keyboard commandos.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Dan Halen
Huh?
asks, John,
Yeah.
Bull, did you get that Kramer neck?
Dan Halen.
As a matter of fact,
Oh, is that a special?
I have an unboxing, and I guess we could
let's
do
do it.
that. Yeah, it's 125. Why not?
It's 10:25.
Oh, sorry, 1025.
It's 11:25.
Our friend Dane Zimmerman from Zim's Guitars was generous enough to.
Just
what
watching
are you
Jay
eating there,
eat
Jay?
with the
What do you got
Boner
there,
Jam
man?
shirt on is fucking great.
It's entertainment right there.
We could just we mute the whole show and just play like cartoon music underneath that for 3.5 hours.
This
What are you
is
eating, Jay?
funny, by the way. I put up the jump solo today, a video.
Yeah, I listened to that. Good stuff.
And this
Did
comment.
the haters come out?
Oh, not really, but this is funny. What group is this? This is in the new Eddie Van Halen group. Some guy wrote, "Damn, never knew Bill Nye could shred like that." Never heard that.
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, the shred guy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Caleb, let's see that shirt. That's a nice. Where'd you get that shirt?
This is
Nice.
yeah.
Ed on the '84 tour, leopard print.
Playing the '84.
Wow.
And it looks like he's playing the '84 during his solo. So something happened to 5150 that night.
Ooh. I wonder what show that was from.
That's the part of the solo where he goes all the way up to 22, and then the Rudy's in the back with the modulator going, turning it up.
Oh yeah.
Which, of course, Yngwie Malmsteen stole
Yep.
for "Hot on Your Heels" by Steeler on the Steeler record, which was used during Metal Shop.
And Michael
Remember the
Anthony used on Live Without a Net, right?
Yeah.
Same
Do you
kind of
remember
thing.
that? Do you remember Metal Shop? They used to use that sound, that sweeping sound of a delay crashing like that. That was the Yngwie Malmsteen one from the Steeler record. That he basically stole the concept from what Eddie was doing in his solo.
Metal
Yngwie
Shop,
got credit for it. Son of a bitch.
Hey, Randy Price, I don't know the answer to that question. I know that Eddie switched from the quilt to the flame top. but I don't know why. Maybe there's someone who used to be on this show knows that, but I don't know. Does anyone know?
Who? Rob Johnson?
Yeah.
Wasn't the Amber Flame, was that a prototype, or was that was a factory, or like
the quilt top was his main guitar.
Yeah.
And then he had a flame top with the.
And then he had a flame for like the end. He was using the flame. He was switching between the flame and Peavey Wolfgangs at the end of that tour.
The balance.
So he was using both.
Of the balance tour. He was using both. Yeah.
Interesting.
And you see that if you watch that pay-per-view balance.
Would you call my Amber a quilt or a flame? I don't know if you can see it. Let me send the picture to Johnny.
It's a quilt.
So he can put it up. That's more of a quilt, right?
I believe. Show it.
Yeah. You won't be able to really see it that well.
Quilt.
We call that more of a quilt.
Quilt.
Yeah, all right.
Quilt.
Yeah, I think so too.
Quilt.
You can have that for a nominal fee.
For a nominal fee. Because my Peavey is definitely a flame.
Yes.
Flame.
Wow.
You know, the one thing I would probably guess. Oh Jesus!
Wow. High AF.
The one thing I would guess as to why he still switched back to the Music Man when he was obviously switching over. No, is you want to see how these things perform, like compare them on stage together. I think that was a smart idea to make sure that, going back and forth, you're like, okay, because sometimes you play a new guitar or something, it's like, oh, it feels great. And then a few weeks will go by and you'll pick up your other guitar or something. And you're like, oh, wow, maybe it's not as great as I thought.
Well, if you look at the 95 Toronto pay-per-view, Eddie's playing a Peavey on that show, a couple of songs. The headstock is not marked, but you can see that it's not the Ernie Ball headstock. He was trying those things out unbranded on the 95 tour.
I'd have to look at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. They wasn't the Pensacola the opening show of that tour? Didn't MTV broadcast some of that? I think
Part of it, yeah.
Yes. They filmed the whole thing. There's video. There's you can get video of the entire show.
Yeah, Jon Stewart introduced him, and he
Yep.
right.
He plays the purple Ernie Ball with the sustainer in it for his solo, and he does the Close Encounters theme, which is very cool.
Let's get a DVD of that show or Blu-ray of that show.
It just goes back to that question that was asked earlier. Is there Van Halen material in the vault? Yes.
Especially the
Lots
Sammy
of it.
era. They filmed.
Especially
I mean, you
the
think
Sammy
about it. If you went to a show in that, in the early 90s, anytime in the 90s, if you went to the show and there was a video, like you go to some of the sheds out in the sun.
Jumbotron.
Yeah, the Jumbotrons, or for stadium show. Think about it, the Monsters of Rock show. I mean, there was probably some Jumbotron that they showed from some of those shows, and especially I remember Great Woods, Paul. You remember Great Woods,
Mm-hmm.
just the near Boston Amphitheater that in I saw them on the Right Here Right Now tour, and they had the Jumbotrons on there,
Any of those shows, anything from, well, you said 93?
in '93 they had them on that, at
Did
least
they have
on
them
the
Did they?
at least
And
on
then the
one
later
that I
tours,
went
like Balance, they had it behind them,
behind them, yeah.
Mhm.
like up above. So any of those shows, probably all of them were, that stuff was recorded.
And then way back to like the Largo stuff, even in the '80s, they had the house video system.
Largo recorded
a lot
their own
of places
stuff
had
in-house.
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of the arenas have that. A lot
LA
of the
Forum.
arenas, they have their own production facility inside. It literally looks like a director's suite at a television studio inside the arena, because what they do is they feed the video feed of the concert into the videos of the luxury suites.
Yeah, to the box seats. Yeah, the luxury
Yeah.
seats. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's all there somewhere. I mean,
The guys
whether
that
or
are
not
watching the
they kept
concerts
it-
on the TV in a box up in the back that paid
Yep.
the big money
Yep.
to sit there.
Yep.
Because they get the snacks.
And they get a bathroom.
which is important when you're at a Van
I-
Halen show.
I was at whatever the Philadelphia hockey arena is called.
Spectrum.
No, it's not. It's not the Spectrum anymore. There's a new arena that they put up a few years ago.
It's had several names.
Yeah, whatever it was called, the Co something. It wasn't Comerica. Something
Pepsi, was that a
center.
Pepsi arena?
Whatever the
COVID.
arena was. Yeah, almost. Well, whatever it
COVID
was,
arena.
whatever it was.
They're all the COVID arenas now.
We were. It was a Metallica Godsmack show.
we're
And John,
flying.
you might remember this. We broadcast from that show in Philadelphia, like 3 days before the Godsmack show in Boston.
Wells Fargo Center.
The Wells Fargo Center. Okay, that's where we were. A couple of days before the Metallica Godsmack show in Boston, they sent us out to Philadelphia to watch that show and interview the bands and all that stuff and broadcast it back to Boston. So we're in that arena, and it's Game 7 of the ALCS when the Red Sox and the Yankees were playing for the World Series in 2004, when they had come back from 3 games down to none.
Oh, yeah.
And it was tied 3-3. It was Game 7. So we're so we're sitting there and we're doing this interview, and word gets around. Word gets around that it might have been the Wachovia Center back then. Word gets
Center?
around that the Boston kids,
COVID center.
the Wachovia.
Oh,
COVID.
What?
The
COVID center?
What? What? COVID?
Yeah, capacity 19,000.
Something like that. The word got
Wash
around
your hands, everybody.
the Boston guys were not going to be able to watch the game. So we basically didn't watch Metallica and Godsmack. The owners of the arena put us in a luxury box next to the Philadelphia Flyers, who were also watching the game from the luxury box. So we sat and watched Game 7 of the ALCS with the door closed in a luxury suite with Metallica and Godsmack playing down on the arena floor. Never saw a note of the show. But when the Red Sox won that game, we were walking through Philadelphia because we couldn't get a cab anywhere. So we walked from the arena back to the hotel that we were staying at, and you could hear all the bars cheering, because if there's a place that hates New York more than Boston, it's Philadelphia. It was unbelievable. You would have thought that Philadelphia was going to the World Series that night. But that's just the memory of watching a baseball game. You guys were talking about, watching the concert without seeing the concert right there behind you.
Yeah,
we did that.
And how were the snacks?
The snacks were good. They laid out.
Steaks?
We had a steam tray with hot dogs. I forget what else. Sausage, obviously Polish sausage, all the fixins, and then Polish sausage. And then like a salad tray with shrimp and shit in the middle and stuff. No, they went all out. It was great.
That sounds delicious.
It was great.
What's in that over there? That's shrimp and shit.
Well, when you eat shrimp, you are eating shit.
Yeah,
well,
it's
the same.
Sea cockroaches.
It's the combination.
Yeah, they're bottom feeders, right?
Yep. They certainly are.
Like lobster. I'm not a big fan of lobster. They're like cockroaches. They're in the same family.
Yeah, they're roaches. They're basically sea roaches.
Things can grow bigger in the ocean,
But they're delicious.
Not when it comes to dudes.
Fuck yeah. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, especially up here in the East Coast. You don't want to go and swimming in that water.
It was cold. It's shrinkage.
Shrinkage, Jerry.
It's shrimpage.
Shrimpage. Oh,
Gross.
Oh, where's the sound?
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. I gotta redo my cheers.
What are you sipping on here,
sipping, Johnny?
A Pacifico.
Tea. Johnny's sipping tea.
Don't open the box yet.
Oh,
you
yeah,
haven't opened that, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, I know what that frame is from when Eddie's doing the fast pick and the one way to rock when they're going back and forth.
Oh,
yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm such a.
I was gonna post here. Let me. Well, I don't have them on my phone. I was looking at some of the audience members behind. All the people. There's some guy dancing in the back, just singing along with Sammy. That you've probably seen him. I don't know
the guy. He's like standing up at the end. Yeah, he's holding the fake microphone.
Yeah.
Who I always think of is that woman at Farm Aid off to the side of the stage who's going like.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I remember the Farm Aid one though.
The Farm Aid during rock and roll. There's
during rock and roll
when woman right on the side of the stage, like going, she's like shaking her. Can't.
Yeah.
Still with that.
J-Rock and the Carlton.
Yeah, I wish.
I'm gonna pull that up.
We all wish we saw that girl in the red Van Halen bustier in the crowd.
Booth DA.
Which
Bustier.
one? There was one on the Toronto. Was it the
I mean,
Toronto,
Toronto
video?
one, yeah.
Yeah, if it's in
Longer.
Toronto, it's the Bustier.
Toronto, eh?
Bustier.
Boosty.
Bustier.
Brought to you by Molson.
Bustier.
What else? What else did we want? We wanted Amanda to say something last week, didn't we? What was it? What song title was it? Oh, ain't talking boot love?
Ain't talking boot love.
ain't talking boot love. Boot love.
Hey guys, we ain't talking about
boot love here, eh?
Ain't talking boot love, eh?
Oh,
Decent.
man.
Man.
We love you, Canada. Canada, we love you.
Blame Canada.
It's only a couple bad seeds.
Can I finish? Okay, I'm finished.
This chick. Right in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Are they
Suburban
on stage?
soccer mom.
Are all those people on stage behind him?
They're like on the side.
No.
That Sammy went to the side of the stage. So
Sammy when he had his mushroom head haircut.
Yeah. Did your green screen in his
Yeah,
screwing it all
not
up.
helping.
it looks like you have a big hole in like digital holes in your phone.
Oh, acid wash jeans. Sweet.
That's the first time Ed and Sam performed on stage, correct?
Mhm.
correct.
Correct. You are correct, sir.
We blame John Mellencamp for all of this.
Someone asked on the Facebook page, why didn't Van Halen play at Live Aid?
Here you go. Here's the live action. Isolate.
Oh,
There she
Johnny's gonna
is.
get flagged.
There she is.
That's a dude. In the white? That's a dude.
No,
Behind
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah,
Behind
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Behind him.
No,
Behind
no,
him.
Can't really see it.
I'm just joking. Look at
It's
this.
fun in you.
Look at this hot chick in the white t-shirt with the short haircut.
I thought it was funny how she was moving. I always thought that was funny.
Was it Courtney Cox?
35 years.
Courtney, what's her middle name? Big or Likes?
Eats.
Stuck.
Get oot.
Get
Ew.
out. If you like Canadians, 3 words for you. Trailer Park Boys.
Yes.
Strange brew.
Especially the first 3 seasons or 5
First
seasons?
6 seasons, yeah. Before
Okay.
before it became popular.
Mhm. Yeah.
Then once it came back, it went off the air for a while. And when it came back, they fucked it all up because all these celebrities wanted to be part of the show. And in the first 6 seasons, the only celebrity that was part of it was Sebastian Bach, and he was great.
Yeah. I always felt like they messed it up when they came back because Ricky, for instance, like the beauty of him that first, before they got popular was that he was dumb as shit, but most of the time he thought he wasn't.
Yeah.
And then when they came back, it was like he knew he was stupid and he acted.
Yeah, he knew he was stupid, and he jumped on his own shit because he knew he was stupid and couldn't get it right, and that sucked.
Yeah, but the original 6 seasons or whatever, man,
Yeah.
it was so funny. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that was good. And then, of course, they gave Lucy implants, and then once she got implants, it didn't look like Lucy anymore.
And J-Rock walked away.
Yeah,
J-Rock, baby. J-Rock.
J-Rock was awesome. What do you know what I'm saying, police?
Yo, you ever watch the outtakes?
Huh?
He's such a nerd. Like he'll be talking, yeah, J-Rock, baby, and then like it'll be like somebody will start laughing, and you'll hear him like, "I'm so sorry, I messed that line up." Like,
Or the one where his mother busts him and
Yes.
she grabs him by the ear. Jamie, come on, Jamie. Mom,
yeah.
Mom, you're front. Why are you fronting all of my friends? What are you saying? Nothing.
Yeah, Bob and Doug though. Yep.
Yeah, Letterkenny's pretty good, but it's not as good as Trailer
What
Park Boys.
What is?
Letterkenny.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, Letterkenny's good. It's another Canadian show.
How can I watch that? Is it on
I think Amazon or Hulu. I could be wrong. Yeah.
Yes, Alex Lifeson as well. Yep.
Yes, Alex Lifeson was great when they kidnap him.
Yeah.
They go, I don't want you to think this is kidnapper. And he goes, that's exactly what this is. To the letter, it's kidnapping. No, it's not.
Take Off with Geddy Lee. Yep. To the Great White North. Take off. Eh?
And the funny part about it is a lot of people didn't know it, but Mike Smith, who's one of the guys, not to be confused. Yeah. Bubbles actually opened for Rush on a couple of tours. He's the guy who comes out. He's part of the film with the big Coke bottle glasses. And American audience had no idea who it was unless they knew who Trailer Park Boys was. So they're like, "What the fuck is this nerd doing?" They thought they were being made fun of because Rush nerd.
Oh man,
great show, and especially if you like to get high and watch television.
The Ricky-isms are great, man.
Oh yeah, and the Jim Leahy-isms. His shit analogies are fantastic.
It's a shit hawk, Randy.
Shit NATO. This way. The shit winds are blowing. Right now, only Jay and I are having fun right now.
I know. I'll have to check that out.
Oh my God. We're still on the air?
Trailer trash guys.
The Ricky-isms, man. The
NASA owns space.
Was NASA own? No, they own. Yeah, and then the what's the one? I'm not the kind of guy, not the kind of person to say a toe to so, but you know what? A toe to so. A fucking a toe to so.
So good.
Oh man.
So nice.
Oh,
so nice.
See what just happened there.
I like that song.
To me, that's one of my least favorite songs. I don't think it really goes anywhere.
Hardwood Stakes. I'd like to
good
get
solo though.
Brass Nut, but
I love the solo. Huh? Brass Nuts?
The Brass Nuts, yeah. I wanted to get a brass nut for the Frankie build, but the ones that I was looking at, you have to like kind of carve your own. Like you got to
shave your own.
You got to do the spots yourself. That's what I said. So, so for now, I'm going to keep it just the regular nut that comes on it.
You're going to open what we're going to open here, or what?
Yes, if we're ready. If we're
Unboxings. Oh, they caught the guy that decked Rick Moranis.
Unboxers.
That's good.
Yeah.
Somebody
they should throttle that fucking prick.
Somebody he was walking down the street and somebody just got him, just knocked him out.
Yeah.
Oh
and he's an old man now.
Recently? He was
yeah.
Not Bob
a couple months ago, yeah.
It was caught on a security cam.
It was like 2 weeks after he did that commercial.
He was on the commercial.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was literally like 2 weeks after that he got fucking clocked.
What's terrible?
Yes, it's awful.
Rick Moranis was a great.
By the way, Robot Master Switch is correct. Conky was misunderstood, but you don't know who Conky is unless you watch the show.
Anyway, I got this package from Dane.
Don't show your address.
It just says John Bull.
No, I can see through it. No, don't
do that.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Good luck deciphering that.
69 Boner Boulevard. Saw it.
Right. Penis, Massachusetts.
No, it's in Massachusetts.
Penis, Massachusetts, yes.
Massachusetts.
Oh boy.
Massachusetts.
Oh.
This is not the neck for my Frankie. This is just a nice donation from our friend Dane.
Asses juices.
With
a big 20-inch dildo.
It's just a big rubber fist.
No, as a matter of fact, it's a
real penis.
Dane got me a nice Kramer neck.
Oh,
my
Dane, are you here? Dane was here earlier.
With my,
he couldn't stay up late enough.
Right here, man. Yes,
I can finally put a real neck on my Kramer XL. So,
yeah.
Oh, let's see it. Show it.
I thought I would send John that neck. Yeah.
So,
hey, Dane, you want any money for that neck? No.
No, go ahead. Take it. It's okay.
No, just take it. I don't need it.
Take
know if I want it.
If you come upon any money down the road, just let me know.
Yeah.
Looks
Hey,
pretty
it's
nice.
cool, man. Just tell people to come to my shop.
Just tell people to come to my shop.
Man,
Will you sell them anything? No.
hold on. There's more.
I don't like to sell them stuff. I just like to collect things. I just buy them and then I show them, and I really like them, but I don't know if I'm going to sell it.
And then my friend Paul comes over and he rips me off and trades me
constantly.
Yep, constantly.
Send me some promo stuff. Out now.
Out now.
That doesn't look like it's beat up at all.
It doesn't look too beat up, but thank you, Dane. Awesome.
I have a couple of those if you want some that aren't beat up like that.
I think, man, it looks like all of that came out in the packaging because it's all over the shirt that Dane also sent me.
Oh no! You better.
Once again, you have something I don't have. Dane has never given me a Zim's guitar shirt. All the times I go into the shop.
Look at that, man.
You better put that under a black light.
He gave me one at NAMM.
Yeah, I know.
Dinner.
He gave Caleb one. Caleb was in town 2 fucking days. He got one.
That's right.
21,
Dane
21.
For 6 years. I got nothing.
He gave me one at NAMM. He gave me a Fender shirt from the shop and a hat.
Oh, did he?
Man,
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, that
Thanks,
poster
Dane.
definitely kind of shredded just in the box because it's all over me. Like the paint is all over.
Yeah. Somebody make a GIF out of that one section where he was pulling his pants. Everybody.
Thank you, Dane. Set of strings, set of nice Ernie
Super
Ball strings.
slinkies.
That's my brand.
Nice stuff.
I let Dane play with my sound machine.
Whoa!
What? Whoa! Hey,
I had this at dinner.
family show.
Is that what you call it?
You can. There's footage. There's live footage on the channel here of Dane pressing my buttons.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Oh, there he is. He's here. Hey, Dane.
Yeah, you can get your Zim's Guitars t-shirts on Teespring. Thanks,
Killer.
Dane. I'll do that.
That message is.
I'll get right on that.
That message was just for you. It should have said, "Paul, you can get your." There you go.
Dane, man, it keeps going here, guys.
I'll give you a Fender
Dane gave me a
keyring.
nice Fender keychain.
Fender.
Fucking
Fender.
ass.
I'm not done. I'm not done yet.
All the free shit he gave you.
I got a string winder. What is that? I don't know who that is.
Jim
Jim
Dunlop.
There we
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Can't even read.
I'm blind. I'm sorry. I'm getting old. The neck installation guide. Look at that.
Oh, look.
Yeah,
That's how you do it. You put it. You got to really push it really hard into the neck pocket. Just
You
like
gotta
that.
give it.
You need. Is that 3 hands? No, it looked like 3 hands.
Yeah, it did. You're right.
What's important though is that you don't do it delicately at all. Just fucking jam it in there.
Yeah.
Jam it in there, throw some screws in, and hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Dane, that was awesome, man. Thank you so much. Dane went above and beyond and helped
that's
me
it?
out in my...
Yeah, come on.
Oh, that's it. I'm sorry.
it?
Pull more stuff out of there. And yeah, Overdrive Guitar Channel. Yeah.
Is there something in here? Maybe there's something.
Pretend that things like laying around in your room right now or in the box.
Things that couldn't possibly have fit in the box.
We have these stiff socks that are in this box. This 2-pound jar of Vaseline sitting right next to my bed is in this box.
And a positive
gonna show
COVID
that.
test. Congratulations.
Oh, no. So I can put together the neck from Hell Kramer. So we'll finish that off maybe next
This
week.
dirty pair of underwear I wore yesterday was in this box.
Sherman Callahan asks, where is Zim's location? Doesn't matter. You can't buy anything from him anyway.
Look, you want to know where Zim's is? Here it is. It is the address. What is
But
that?
don't
Can you
bother
read it?
calling now because it's tied to his actual personal phone.
Call now.
And it's 11:52 p.m.
Call now.
Dane, thank you so much. That was very generous.
Oh.
And,
You're not going to put the shirt on that he just sent you. You're going to fold it up and throw it in the corner with the dirty laundry.
I'm just going to go down the list of shit that everybody has that I don't. Nerd Halen shirt, Zim's guitar shirt, Sound Machine. What the fuck? What did I do?
You have a Boner Jam shirt?
I don't have a Boner Jam shirt. I'm like the redheaded stepchild of this show. The hell?
What do you want, Paul? You want a hoodie? You want a t-shirt? What do you want?
Third world country is what I am.
Hey, I went out.
I don't want your fucking charity now.
Okay.
I was looking for the Guitar Player magazine. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Guitar player.
The new one, the one that you got in the
Michael
mail?
Smith teased that. Yeah, I didn't get it. I don't have
Michael
a
Smith got it in the
subscription,
mail,
so
right?
I'm assuming it was subscription holders only. So for now, and then maybe it'll be
My subscription ran out with the previous one.
No, it didn't. Did it really?
Just missed it.
Michael Smith got me as a present for my birthday or something. He gave me a guitar player subscription, and that's Guitar World.
Yeah. Oh, it's the wrong one.
That's Guitar World. No, the last magazine I just got, it said there was something in there saying it's all over.
Yeah, he only got you the subscription so he could get the cool Sports Illustrated football phone.
Where is he? Has anybody seen him in the DMs?
Who are we talking about?
The captain.
The captain.
Oh, yeah.
Where's
Michael?
the captain?
Haven't seen him.
Hello.
Overdrive Guitar Channel says, "What is this? Did I find a new guitar cast?"
Yeah, Johnny put that up.
And I'm late to the game, so I guess welcome Overdrive Guitar Channel.
Welcome. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll check out your channel.
Yeah,
sounds cool.
We like to talk about guitars and
sometimes
when we're not talking about pencils.
Tom Lyle wants to know if any of us are Rain Man. Rain Man.
This is a Caleb question.
Rain Man?
Rain Man?
I like to drive slow on the driveway.
If you counted, I've counted how many solos, Van Halen solos.
You mean are any of us idiot savants? I don't know. I'm definitely.
Well, we got the first part
definitely.
Wait.
-7.
Counted how many VH solos are on CDs, records. We just have to count every Van Halen song, and then you subtract.
Yeah,
there's
Dance the Night Away.
Yeah, Nerdy Woman.
There's only a few songs where there's never solos.
Pretty Woman. Excuse me. That's
Pretty Woman. Doing Time.
Seven
Yeah, there's certain.
Supposedly, he always said "Dance the Night Away" didn't have a solo, but it does kind of have a
solo. He's tapping.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
Seven Seal does not have a solo. Ethereum does not have a solo.
But that's all solo.
It's lead. That's the thing. Then you have to decipher. That gray area
between melody line and solo.
Yeah.
That was like the closest you're going to get to like an Eddie Van Halen Satriani type of tune.
And there are some Van Halen songs that have multiple solos in them.
Yeah.
Name them. All of them.
Oh my God. Don't tell me what love can do.
I was thinking about
Running with the Devil.
The Van Halen twofer songs like 84 Jump and Sunday Afternoon in the Park.
In the park.
Out the door. The twofer songs.
Sunday Afternoon at the trailer park.
The Perky.
The Perky.
Have a nice cool beer. Have a nice cool Molson at the park.
Cool beer at the trailer park.
You got Out of Love Again has at least 3 solos in it.
At least
again.
Girl Gone or Somebody Get Me a Doctor live version has
Somebody Get Me a Solo.
I'm the One is a solo, a complete solo unto itself. Pretty much the whole song's a solo.
Yeah. We should be asking the chat.
Donut City.
You tell us.
Yeah,
Who asked that?
Everybody gets assigned a song from each album.
Tom Lyle. Ask the chat. Have the chat answer because the chat. We got 83 people in here.
Respect the Wind. Yeah, the song that ended Van Hagar.
Respect the Wind. Here's some trivia for that, John Bull. Here's some trivia. Here's some trivia for the chat. Who played piano on Respect the Wind from Twister?
Bill Paxton.
Helen Hunt. Helen Hunt.
Mike's sister.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Alex? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Alex played that. Yeah, he wrote that. Yeah.
Who played synth on Intruder?
Oh.
Live? Dave.
No, on the album. Was it But I don't know. Maybe I thought Dave did it on the album, but
Well, you just gave it away.
Live? Well, Caleb,
he did it live. Yeah.
Let's ask the chat, but I'm going to answer it.
Let's ask the chat.
Just said it.
We'll answer
for the chat. I'm sorry. Sorry, chat.
She's like the wind.
Yeah, I saw a video one time. I don't know what show it was, but Renus, come on. Where they start playing Intruder and Dave runs off the stage, and then you start hearing the keyboard playing.
Oh, really?
Like he played it behind the scenes.
Like, did he run off the stage like, oh shit, I gotta play keyboard? That's right. Or was he like,
yeah, we can't have anyone see me do this.
Yeah, I can't. I'm telling you not to play keyboards. I can't
we don't play keyboards, man.
You're not a keyboard player. I'm a keyboard player.
I could play keyboards better than you.
Dave wishes he had written Jump, I think.
Well, according to the songwriting credits, he wrote a quarter of it.
Wow. Yeah, and Jump, actually, the keyboards for that were written before Fair Warning. Actually.
And the piano for Right Now was written before Jump. At least the intro part, right?
So
no.
Was it written right now?
Right now?
No, because Jump was written before Fair Warning.
But Eddie said that the
Eddie jumps.
Eddie jumps. It was all written a long time ago.
Yeah. Well,
It was originally a bluegrass tune. Yeah.
Said that Right Now was written. He wrote that piano part before he wrote Jump. Unless I dreamt that. There's Paul.
It could have been. Yeah. I mean, any of that stuff that he said in interviews. A lot of stuff that. A lot of contradictions that we found out later. Don't forget to boil your strings and all that.
Chat here, we don't know.
We're making it all up.
Oh, we got Steve Anderson with a different name in the chat. He goes, "How did Nerd Halen begin? What's the backstory?" Laney G is is his alias.
That's not Steve Anderson.
On that,
I know it's not Steve Anderson, but it's a total Steve Anderson question.
Wait, where'd John go? What happened?
Yeah, I might have to go too. I've heard this every time.
Oh yeah,
Steve Anderson asks it, but I'm going to get another snack and a water.
Yeah, let me take an hour here. No.
All right.
Do the micro.
How did Nerd Halen begin? What's the backstory?
Nerd Halen began one hot summer night.
You can leave too, Paul. Yeah,
1986.
In a world
where Eddie Van Halen was God.
Do the tell. Do the tell. Are you the only one that got that joke, Caleb?
Yeah, I think. Hey, I moved center. Look at me. How did it begin? I wanted to play this music in a band, and
in the beginning,
I didn't think I would be able to play in a full tribute because of the way I appear. So I had to come up with something, a gimmick, and the nerd thing was what I came up with. So, I mean, it's obviously not a new thing. There's other bands that look like nerds that play rock music, and but I thought I would attach that to Van Halen somehow and make it my own. So that's kind of pretty much how it came about. And then I had to find all the guys in the band and find Hal Sparks and get it going. So it's
you're leaving the Taylor Hawkins part out?
It's taken a long time. Well, the Taylor Hawkins part is a whole different story, but that was, that's a great story. I was driving a Lyft car here in Los Angeles over 2.5 years ago, I believe. And I picked up Taylor Hawkins and his wife and drove them from West Hollywood to their house, which was probably like 25 minutes away. And by the end of the ride, we were talking about his cover band, the Chevy Metal, and how at that point it was just him and his best friend on the bass, and they were looking for a guitar player. And I said, well, I'll do it. And he said, straight up, he just said, do you know any Van Halen? And so I showed him some video of me playing, and he was impressed and took my number and told me to, be expecting a phone call. Lo and behold, the phone call never came, but I was forced to up my game so I would be ready for the phone call. And I thought that was the blessing in the whole thing, because I became like 10 times the guitar player I was at that point. When I was like, if he had called me the next week to go play with Chevy Metal, I believe I would have crashed and burned. So I was able to finally track him down maybe 9-10 months later. And he told me that they were happy with the guy they had, and that I should go do my own thing. So I'd already had the Nerd Halen idea. And then on my way home from that, depressing moment where you're kind of rejected, I just knew that I was going to put all my effort into making Nerd Halen happen. So
I shredded that.
Yeah, I shredded that. Thanks. That's one of my favorite drops right there. So, but yeah, that's how it happened. Is everyone awake?
Yeah,
Everyone's still awake?
that.
And that is how babies are made.
Mhm. Yeah. So
There's a lot of big babies on Twitter.
Some of them are Canadian, eh? Some of them
Not
are
all
in
of them.
Florida,
You
eh?
know, as long as Mancuda does like the cum face during it.
wow.
Wait, John, play the other one. The one
Which
from
one?
last 2 weeks ago.
No,
Last
it's
week.
okay. It's okay that John's trying to embarrass me with my drops. He's wearing my shirt, so that's
Trying to
cool.
embarrass you, man. It's respect, man.
That's the equivalent of, you can give me the finger all you want. I got your money, pal.
Where's
where
the
the ones are.
camel? Said to camel. Where's where's those two?
I'd have to look at them. Hold on. I don't know if I still have them.
What?
Oh yeah.
By the way, when I did that, I just gleeked all over my keyboard.
what?
I'm gonna put my glasses on. I
gotta get my glasses.
Got my glasses now. I can see.
My glasses are on, and now my assy is all sweaty.
Yeah, John.
Now I can't find-
351.
One
Dude, if
sec-
Nerd Halen plays Australia, then things are good. Trust me. Wow. Wow.
If Nerd Halen plays Australia, you will be killed by a giant spider.
Yes.
Good way to go, though.
Mm-hmm. A Wolfgang.
Oh,
spider.
I know. I can't. I know.
A
where they
Wolfgang
are.
spider.
Sorry.
Yeah, well done.
It's because I didn't have them in the sound. My sound machine.
You know, if we do this for another 57 minutes, the show is over.
No, we're almost
Yes,
there, guys. Almost there.
You're heading there.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
I can tell I'm getting tired. My eyes are watering.
Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Here it comes. Oh my god.
Never
she said-
we spit when we hear Jeff Kiesel with even Camel, we said to Camel, you know this Jeff Kiesel.
We may as well finish off the this.
Whistle guitar, so it sound terrible.
I love how about halfway through that impression, he went from Middle Eastern to Russian.
Johnny Bean
like-
dressed like Jay, Jay dressed like John Bill dressed like Michael Captain Smith dressed like Nord Halen.
Nord Halen.
Nord Halen.
Which one did you want me to get? The
What?
was Which one did you want me to play?
Oh, you played them.
Okay.
The two
okay.
weasel ones.
The weasel guitar.
He's looked very much like John Bull.
John Bull.
Parents put on video of Dora the Explorer. The Hoonins? Yeah. Oh, you want to watch Goodfellas again? Okay.
Child rearing at the Hannon household.
All right. Good stuff. Moving on.
Did you catch, by the way, Jay, did you catch the multiple shout outs to Ellie on Tuesday?
I saw a couple.
Yeah, every time Mancuda said something inappropriate, I'm like, yeah. Hi, Ellie.
Oh, yeah. I did see some of those.
Have you noticed I'm much more well behaved on that show now, knowing that your daughter
No,
watches?
dude, you don't have to be it. You don't. Yo,
Between your daughter, your mother-in-law, I'm like, oh no, I can't have these people thinking
no, I mean
horrible things of me.
like Jeannie and I still curse. She knows not to say anything.
It's the first time you get that phone call from school because she dropped, cunt fart or something.
Oh my God.
Floppy tits.
Yeah, see? Now aren't you glad I'm well behaved?
I gotta go.
Oh, see ya.
What'd you say?
Bear.
Nordhalen.
I get yelled at from my friends more often than actually one friend is on here.
I said floppy titties. I said, oh no.
You can delete that one.
Sorry.
Like whenever I'm on the phone with
everything.
Caleb, if I end up dropping a couple F-bombs or something, kid. and then my friend OJ, the guy from Byzantine, same thing. Like the second we get on the phone, Jay, you're on speaker. I'm like, all right, now I know not to
I'm in the car. It's like, okay, language.
Oh yeah, that's what you say, language.
Earmuffs.
I swear so much off the air so that I don't on the air.
Yeah.
There's something about once you push the button on the on the board, it's like a switch goes off in the back of your head and you don't know any of those words. Once you shut that board off, you're like, oh, fucking Christ. You're just so happy to be able to swear again. Although I did swear on the air once, but I had the dump button. I got the dump button. There was one time I said bullshit.
The dump button. It's just funny to hear it.
Yeah. I said bullshit on WBCN and it didn't get edited out. So I got suspended for 3 days for that.
Man.
Wow.
Do you have to pay a fine, or does the station pay a fine?
You pay a fine if it gets filed with the FCC and they determine that what you've said is illegal or offensive or obscene. So it's really it's not like every time you say it you get fined.
So only your boss caught you, basically.
Yeah, my boss caught me, but I still got suspended for it, so it sucked.
Yeah.
Without
probably yeah.
Oh,
it probably cost me the afternoon slot on the station at one point. But it worked out all right because
whose responsibility is it to hit the dump button?
Well, it's the jock's responsibility. The problem was the station wasn't in delay at the time.
Whose responsibility is it to keep
the
language
so they
clean?
should have been suspended for not setting up a damn delay.
Yeah, no, there was a delay set up. It just wasn't engaged. Whoever the jock was before me didn't have it engaged. So the tough part
He
about
should have been suspended.
You would think. The funny part about it was the old morning guy on WBCN, a guy named Charles Laquadera, who's the guy that Howard Stern listened to when he was in college at Boston University, also said bullshit on the air.
Legend around here in Massachusetts.
Yeah, so I ended up in that club, and the general sales manager came in and threw me a WBCN fleece after that happened. He walked in, he goes, "How you doing?" I go, "I've had better days." He goes, "Welcome to WBCN," and he threw me the fleece. So I got a nice jacket out of the deal.
It's like a Hall of Fame jacket.
Consolation prize.
That was pretty cool.
WNBC.
Yeah.
You guys
But
know
there's
It's
there's
300
you know Jeff Loomis?
Yeah,
I know the name. Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, we're messaging right now.
Oh wow,
Oh, drop
So
everything.
cool.
get him on.
yeah, Dominic, come on.
It's so cool, man.
But it's a $300,000+ fine, by the way, just in case anybody wants to know.
Wow,
That's
Johnny,
why
you
swear on
were
the
you
radio.
saying the other night that you got that Wolfgang tweeted you, or you got a tweet from Wolfgang, or he liked one of your videos
he
or
responded to a response to a tweet that I put out, and I tagged most of us in that.
Renoff, he responds to Renoff a lot.
Yeah. No, but yeah, this particular case, he responded to somebody else. He responded to me saying something. What did he? Jumpy out. You're not on Twitter, huh?
No.
You're not on anything. Because I can't. I dude.
Facebook. That's all.
We do. I have so many like posts for these shows for Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and yeah, I can't tag you because you're not on that stuff.
Someday, maybe.
But Paul,
you tag me.
Paul,
Yes.
how much like what words or like bitch that's
You can get
allowed
away with
on radio now, right?
Yeah, you
Ass.
can't. You can't say the obvious 7 dirty words.
What are they?
What letters do they begin with, Paul?
Well, you got
The C word.
shit, piss, fuck. You're supposed to talk. You can say suck, but you can't say it with regard to sexual organs.
It's all context, right?
Yeah.
You can't say suck my wiener.
No, you can't.
Whoa.
You really can't. It's describing a sexual act.
Wow.
Shit, piss, fuck, suck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. Those are your 7 dirty words you can't say on the radio.
You hear Carlin's song about that.
That's the bit. He actually went to the Supreme Court over it. It was an actual court case over it, considering the 7 dirty words you can't say on radio or television. Now, the other thing is you can't describe excretory functions. You can't describe sexual organs.
That's how South Park gets away with it all.
Yeah, because they can get away with it because they're on cable.
Because the
It's
cartoon.
it's all the context, right? I mean,
But no, you opted in. If it's on cable or satellite radio, you've opted into it. And so when you pay for the service, you're saying, "Hey, I understand. I take with it the
You're going to pay."
The understanding. But when you're broadcasting over the airwaves, and except for when it's outside of what they called safe harbor, which is usually after 10 p.m. and before 6 a.m. Usually that's when children are not expected to be listening to the radio.
So, Paul, those bits that they do in the Howard Stern movie in Private
But
Parts,
we're listening.
Blank Willow,
Yeah.
like cock-a-doodle-doo, like that type of stuff. If you did that, I mean, obviously now is different than,
Oh, now you can still do that because it's clearly entendre, but you can't, like, for example, you can say, I'm pissed off at somebody, but you can't say I pissed on my girlfriend.
right.
Because it's an excretory function.
Or like that song is shit. Or you can't say that song. You can say that song is shit, but you can't say I shit on that song. I shit on that song.
You can say somebody is an asshole, but you can't say I fingered my asshole.
The act. You can't be talking about an
You can't
act.
describe
Why would you say that?
It's an excretory organ. I'm just saying it's a weird thing. For example, when Sean Connery died, of course, we were all talking about how he was shitting around the hospital. Because if you're doing a Sean Connery impression, everybody says shit. He shits here, he shits there. He was just shitting at home, watching the show. And you can get away with it there because it's obviously a bad impression. But yeah, there's certain
there's a Comedy Central show called Schitt's Creek now. That's
Schitt's Creek, and we can say that. We can say Schitt's Creek because it's the name of a show.
Or Shih Tzu, like a dog.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's an interesting line that you have to sort of waltz across. I did a bit called The Glory Hole years ago where it was about a place where people could go and worship. You would come to the Glory Hole where every member is treated as a special friend, where you can release, all these double entendres and shit. Mm-hmm. And the Glory Hole was just the name of a place you could go because of religious freedom. and we got away with it. But it's a matter of if you say or do something that's considered objectionable or offensive, people have to file a complaint. They have to file it with a certain body. There has to be a hearing. They ask for a copy of the tape. I'm sure Johnny Beane knows all of this because he dealt with Phil Hendry. They want a copy of the tape, then they review the tape, and then they decide whether or not it's objectionable according to community standards, which there are no community standards because there's a difference between what happens in New York City and what happens in Birmingham, Alabama. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
But you can't say that.
I hope yes, actually you can. You can say it's a pain in the ass. You can't say I put it in my ass.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, Clayton James Hicks, not yet Hicks. Today is Straturday. That's right, man.
Nice. It sure is, buddy.
Welcome. Anybody just joining?
Thank you, Clayton. We needed that.
Yeah, somebody jump
there.
in. You can say pain in my ass, but you can't say put it in my ass. That's the first thing they hear. Hi, Ellie. So yeah, it's not worth $300,000 to say fuck on the radio.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wait, are we live? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bent Tom.
Wow.
I don't know. Here's a great question for you, Paul.
What? I didn't see it. Where's the question? Bent Tom.
I would say no. I would say you would get fined for saying that.
Saying what? Where's the Bent Tom question?
He asks, "Is there a radio fine for saying I want to donkey punch my girlfriend?"
Well, you don't want to. You can actually say that, believe it or not, because donkey punch isn't an understood.
It's like you went to a bar and you bought her a drink. There's probably a drink called the donkey punch.
Donkey punch, right? Exactly. Like we used to always when the Metallica record came out, we would tell people to take my load. It was a Take My Load Friday. You know, every hour we're giving away a copy of the new Metallica album. All you have to do is give me a call and say, "Take my load."
Did anyone catch the Metallica acoustic set that was pay-per-view today? I think it was on earlier today. Anyone in the chat catch it? It was they were talking about it for a couple of weeks. So a Metallica acoustic, not necessarily something I would pay for, but
I did.
I wouldn't, and Johnny.
I saw them acoustically.
Oh, did
at
you?
the Neil Young
Bridge
Bridge
School?
benefit
Yeah, the
at
Bridge
Bridge
School
School
thing.
in
Yeah.
'97. Although I went to see Alanis. That's the only reason I went. Was to see her, and I had to sit through Metallica acoustically.
I don't even know if I'd want to do that.
Yeah.
Alanis was pretty hot in her day.
Yeah.
That's why I went.
Alanis. Back when she was on, you can't do that on television.
And her drummer was the guy that Caleb drove around.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he played what's his name? Pat
Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor.
What was I thinking?
Before the Foo Fighters.
He was in that, and then he moved up. Yeah.
Before you knew it, Caleb was auditioning for his band.
No. Didn't happen. Could though.
Yeah, whatever happened to you can't do that on television? That's like one of those that never came back. It was on, for the early, back in the 80s, and I've never seen any clips of it or anything since.
Well, it was Canadian, eh?
Yeah.
It was a Canadian. Most everything on Nickelodeon was Nickelodeon a Canadian channel?
No,
the Canadian stuff was cheap.
Channel.
Yeah, Canadian content was cheap. That's why.
It was all Canadian stuff though that was on there way back when, and yeah.
Much Music was Canadian.
Oh, Pete and Pete. Anybody remember that show? Pete and Pete. I think that was Canadian.
I don't know. Pete and Pete, eh?
They were two brothers. Yeah, Pete and Pete.
But yeah, you can't do that on television. Yeah, that was a great show. I used to watch that all the time. 1980, early-ish 80s when I was in school.
What was the magic word?
I don't know.
Exactly.
All the slime. Yeah. That was a great show, man. Yeah, Lisa, Christine. What were their names? Christine, Lisa,
Alanis.
Alanis, yeah, she was on later. That's what you're talking about. Alanis Morissette was on there, but it was later. She was on there. Who was the John Biel of the show? Ross.
I don't.
Yeah.
The Barthy burgers.
Yeah.
They were like the old guy on the show. He was the chef, and he would make. That was their hangout. Barth.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the worst stuff ever.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Wow.
Well, Caleb, say hi to Jeff for us all.
Yeah.
Send him the link.
It's crazy.
Amanda. Yeah, water. Yeah, if you said water, you got water splashed on you. If you said, I don't know, you got the green slime on you.
Wait, Amanda.
Amanda's here.
How would you say the Van Halen song Ain't Talking About Love? Send a voice recording to one of us of you saying it.
Please, that'd be great.
To John Bull.
John Bull.
John Bull. Here comes 10 minutes of Johnny Beane wheeze laughing.
What did I miss? She says.
Amanda, do you want to call in?
Yeah, call Johnny.
555. 555.
I've got a real number.
555. Just give me the damn number. Such a great scene in Dumb and Dumber, man. God. 555.
Oh, how about Say Anything? Remember when he's trying to call the girl on Say Anything? He gets the father at first. And...
Sir?
Sir?
555-134.
Okay. Yeah, send it. Send it to one of us.
Scumbag roll.
Send it to me on Facebook.
Just post it, though. Post the audio on Facebook. So everyone can... Never mind.
All to see.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
No.
Hi.
Oh.
That's all right.
Hi.
Oh, that's right. She has to she's in Canada. That would make sense. Call in and spend $30 to say
Hi, buddy.
ain't talking
I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to kiss you. I'll hug you.
Wow.
I'll hug you.
How's Ace doing? Good boy.
Ace is good. He knows it's after midnight, so he's like, "Hey, the show's over. It's time for you to take us out.
take a suit.
Oot." You heard Lemmy arguing about 10 minutes ago. She was barking. They know, man. They've got an internal clock. Jerks.
Oh, yeah.
Did you say jerks?
Yeah.
Jerks.
No, it
You
sucks.
can call somebody. You can call
Jerk-ass.
somebody a jerk, but you can't tell them to jerk you. Blah blah
Yes,
blah.
exactly. Yes, I can call him a jerk, but I can't say jerk me.
Well, what if you're talking about? I went to get my car fixed, and the guy's trying to jerk me on a price hit. You can't. Can you say
You
that?
can't actually say that. He's jerking me around.
But not by the wiener.
Jerk. Yeah, you can't say jerking me up.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
No, she does not have back issues like a lot of shepherds. Shepherds tend to have hip dysplasia because they're bred poorly, and their hip sockets don't form correctly, and they end up limping when they get older, which is probably what my female deals with because she's fat and old.
Oh, Lemmy.
She is. It's true.
Lemmy's a beautiful, beautiful pup.
She's awesome.
You guys gonna go?
No, you won't.
Now?
No, you won't. Bye, Caleb.
No,
You guys gonna go? You guys gonna go FaceTime?
No, I gotta do something.
You and your new friend Jeff. Calling him Jeffrey already?
Oh my goodness.
He's trying to get a second guitar gig.
Goodness.
I'm not a huge Nevermore fan, but that guy can play.
Oh, he's ridiculous,
Yeah.
dude. The River Dragon. Oh, that song is so good.
Yeah.
Dead Heart in a Dead World.
Nope, they're a great band. It's not my thing, but they're a great band.
Some killer riffs, man.
Yeah,
Killer.
killer. By the way, yes, somebody asked earlier, Has anybody listened to the whole AC/DC album? I have multiple times, and it took me multiple times to really for it to click for me because it is so similar to other AC/DC albums that you immediately think, I've heard this song already. But then you listen to it again and go, God, I've heard this song already, and I liked it when I heard it the first time. Brian sounds fantastic on it. I think Brendan O'Brien produced it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So, and he's produced the last couple of records and really maximized the sonic nature of AC/DC. It's at both texturally, sonically good, and yet clean at the same time. He mixed everything properly. Brian, as we know, has had some well-publicized vocal issues over the years, but he hasn't sounded this good since The Razor's Edge. It's a good record. It really is fun. Short record, though. Like the songs were all like 3 minutes and 20 seconds long.
Yeah. I listened to it for a little bit today, and I wasn't like focusing on it. I was having to catch with Ellie and stuff, but it sounded like AC/DC. But you're right. It didn't sound like a brand new song or something.
No, it sounded it did sound like Leftovers. For the first couple of times I heard it sounded like Leftovers, and then I started locking into like Phil Rudd. Like somebody mentioned, I forget, I read one of the reviews of the record, and it said, if you think AC/DC music is easy to play, listen to a cover band try to cover AC/DC and fuck up the drum groove. And that's the thing that I listened to when I went back and listened to it. Phil Rudd really locks the band in, a lot like when we've talked about before. When Alex Van Halen is locked into a groove, it's a great sounding Van Halen record. Phil Rudd sounds fantastic on this album, and that's why the record works. It's good.
Was Phil Rudd, was he the bald drummer that was on?
No, that's Chris Slade.
Slade, okay. Yeah.
Chris Slade is the guy that found out he's no longer in AC/DC when this album came out.
Oh.
They never told him. They never told him he was no longer in the band.
And now, is this the first
album? What did they do? They just got somebody else and changed his feet or something?
Phil Rudd was in the band.
It was always Chris or Phil, yeah.
Yeah, no, right. Simon Wright was in the band for a couple albums too. Simon Wright, who used to play with Dio. Yeah, Simon Wright was in from 1983 through, I think, 1988. And then Chris Slade jumped in the band, who was the drummer for The Firm and a couple other bands.
The Firmist.
Yeah. But what happened was Chris was in the band for a while. They brought Phil Rudd back because Phil had some drug and alcohol issues. He came back into the band. He was in the band and recorded the last record, Rock or Bust, and then ended up with some legal issues where he basically tried to hire a hitman to kill somebody in New Zealand. That was the charge.
Which drummer was this?
Phil Rudd.
Wow. Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. So he was under house arrest in New Zealand and couldn't tour. So they called Chris Slade and said, hey, do you want to sit back in with the band? Chris Slade said, shit, yeah, I'll do it. So he did the tour in place of Phil Rudd. He was the drummer for AC/DC when Brian Johnson stepped out, when Axl stepped in. And by all accounts, up until a couple of months ago, by the way, long after this record had been recorded, he was asked by one of these music magazines, what's the status of AC/DC? He goes, as far as I know, I'm still the drummer. They haven't told me otherwise. And then the record came out.
Then the next day there's a brand new record.
And then all the press releases started to come out to say AC/DC has put together a new record. Brian and Cliff and Phil are all back in the fold.
Now is it the first album without Malcolm?
Oops. Second album without Malcolm.
Second album, okay.
Although Malcolm did write the stuff on Rock or Bust, which is the record before this. Malcolm wrote the material on it. But Stevie Young, who is their nephew, is Angus and Malcolm's nephew. He's been in the band before. Back in the late 80s, Malcolm was dealing with some drug and alcohol issues, and they literally put Stevie Young on stage with Malcolm's, the same guitar, the Gretsch Jet that Malcolm played, and nobody knew.
Wow.
They just put him on stage. He had long hair. It was down in his face, and he just basically went up to the microphone and sang.
Is he the son of their older brother,
George?
George, yeah.
I don't know. But he is.
I thought he was Malcolm's son, but I guess I only thought that probably because he was replacing Malcolm.
No, he's a nephew.
Yeah,
but he might be George's kid. It's possible. But yeah, there's been a couple of times where Chris Slade. Look, the AC/DC thing, and I won't get too deep into it, but I have friends who are friends with Brian Johnson, and essentially, it's Angus and Malcolm's band. It's a business thing, and even after all these years of being in the band, you're not really a member of the band, an equal partner. It really is. It was Angus and Malcolm's band, and everybody else is sort of a hired gun, even after 30-something years. It's that way. If Angus doesn't say it, it's not happening. And if Angus says it, like essentially that tour with Axl Rose continued because Brian was sick. He had his hearing issue, and the doctors told him to shut it down. And Brian went to Angus and said, hey, the doctor said to shut it down, so I guess we're shutting it down. And Angus said, no, we're not. We're continuing.
Wow.
And that's it. He said, you have two choices. Get on the bus or we'll get somebody else to finish the tour. And that's kind of how it went.
Oh,
yeah.
Told you I was coming back.
So you miss me.
All right, so we do have an exclusive from Amanda Coombs show, so I think she sent me the recording here. Are we all ready? Let's listen to Amanda's reading of "Ain't Talking About Love" in Canadian.
Ain't talking about love. About.
All right.
Not about. About.
Ooh.
Ain't talking about love.
About. Amanda is Canadian, and she says about.
And she says it with authority.
John's John's putting that file right next to the Vaseline.
No. Thank you, Amanda.
Say.
There you go, Randy. Thank you. Stevie Young is the oldest brother, Stephen Young's son. So Stevie and Stephen are the same. He's a Stephen Jr. If you go back and you look at George Young, the stuff that he did before, he was in a band called the Easy Beats. He was in a band called Flash in the Pan, and he's responsible for a lot of like the Rose Tattoo stuff and all of that Aussie rock stuff. He and a guy named Harry Vanda are the two big producers in Australia.
Harry Paratestes.
Harry Paratestes.
Oh yeah. What was that? Oh, that was last week, huh?
Yeah.
That and Hauser-Busch. Those are my two favorites.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hell of a last hour last week.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Sorry, I missed it.
You forgot about that. Rainus, you got 25 minutes.
Oh man.
What was the other one? What was the one
before 8:00 last weekend?
There were some good ones, man. There were some good ones last week.
What's the one something wouldn't fit or won't fit or didn't? What was that one?
Wilma?
I remember Caleb saying.
Well, that's what it was.
Was it Wilma?
Wilma Dick Fit.
Wilma Dick Fit, yeah. Cheech, that's Cheech Canada asked. It's Friday on My Mind, by the way, by the Easy Beats. Also done by David Bowie.
Wilma Dick Fit. So good.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Did anybody do Mike Hunt Hurts?
That was already.
We got everything last week.
Everything.
They were chiming in with everything, man.
We need to scroll the chat from last week and just laugh again.
Go ahead, Johnny. Pull it up. Wilma. Oh God.
No, Loomis is not coming on, but maybe in the future.
Oh, I never saw that one. Willie?
Oh my God.
Mr. Fistergash?
Willie Fistergash.
Oh no, I'm not don't read that one.
No.
Do not read that one.
Oh my God. Flag.
Man. You can say anything in the chat.
Yeah, literally.
Apparently.
No, Renus.
Nope.
Because guess what happens? Even if somebody accidentally said that right now, show gone.
What happened one time, actually, I was watching The Tone King, and somebody came in with that name. And they're like, hey, how you doing? And I was typing in the chat, don't read that. And he goes, oh, hey, so-and-so. And he read it, and he had no clue what he just said.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
Sandy Kafferman. What? Or
Sandy Chaferman?
Oh, Sandy Chaferman?
Man, the friggin' God, the Wilma one. Oh.
Right? I almost wish I was a chick so I could use that name like as an alias.
Yep.
Wilma Dickfit. So good.
Oh, is that pumpkin spice?
October.
You're starting now?
Rocktober.
You're
I'm not starting now.
2:40 in the morning. Just use a
I'm
bottle
finished.
opener on a twist off. No, I'm joking.
It's not twisting off.
I know, I'm just joking.
It's the last of the Oktoberfest.
Rocktoberfest.
Oktoberfest. Yeah.
Rothtober.
Rothtober. I like that.
I don't know if you guys just saw that, but Ace just threw this at me. It's like a like a rawhide chip.
Looks like a heart.
No,
If you heard,
looks like a big wafer from church.
It's a piece of the mailman.
well, this thing was 3 hours ago. This thing was that big.
That's what she said.
It was huge. Shrinkage.
It was huge, Jerry. It
But
was huge.
look at how much attention I have right now.
Oh.
Oh, gentle.
I'm gonna take this.
And he goes.
But he's over. He's literally right out of the camera shot on the floor. I'm not going to turn the camera because it'll fall. But he's literally. But he just had it over there, and he was. I don't know if you guys heard him growling while he was spinning around. He just threw it at me, and I got hit in the knee. I'm like, what the fuck is? Now he's over there being all quiet again. He just wants the attention because again, after midnight, he's like,
You're gonna let it all.
Yeah,
hang
you're
out?
done.
Midnight.
Bang.
Yeah, huge asshole. That's a good one too.
Yeah,
There's a
huge
lot of
asshole is
Stern
good.
show. Yeah, that's where I learned most of mine.
Good stuff. What is that?
He can't hear it. Hang on.
It's put the headphones on.
You know, attack the freaking computer.
He's just looking at me with the tail.
Getting angry.
Remind me to have to get up.
Wow.
Let me sleep in quietly. You know, buddy. Now he's trying to dig it out.
See Paul get mauled. Whoosh.
Good dogs. Love
Hey,
them.
Caleb, did you ever look in your closet for that
Oh no, I haven't been there.
for Jeff?
For Jeff.
You haven't looked yet?
I haven't gone up there yet. It's at my folks' house.
Oh, okay. Well, tell your parents to get up. What are they waiting for?
Oh no, it's up high. It's like an above the closet. So
Oh, you're above the closet, huh?
You're tall. You can get it.
I can get it, but I don't want to tell them to get it. There'll be like a fatality.
Is this it? Anybody that have a Rockman? The old Rockman.
Oh yeah, Jay's looking for a rock.
Still looking for it, huh?
I was thinking about on my Kemper I have a somebody made
Rockman,
a couple
the original Kemper
profiles for the and it sounds pretty good. But I just don't feel like, having to turn on the Kemper, just want to use that. So I was thinking about getting a plug-in because I know the Satriani Amplitube, it's got I know it's not going to sound exactly the same or anything, but I don't know.
So have you played a Rockman before? Do you?
No, I haven't, but I
you like the
They're
sound?
great. The chorus on it was fucking awesome.
Yep.
I found today, I was out at my local record store, which also takes in music instruments and shit like that. Found like a 12 rack road case, rack mount road case for like $50. So I had to have it. Now I've loaded the ADA MP1 in it. I've loaded a MIDI verb, 4 in it. So I'm putting together my old school analog rack
like that.
case. And at some point, yeah, kind of like that. And at some point, I'm thinking I'll get one of Marshall power amps or something on the bottom, and just set this thing up old school so I can just drag it around, throw it on top of whatever amp I have, and get a good sound. Get rid of this shitty fucking multi-pedal.
Only 8 racks.
I don't know how many spaces. I think it's between 10 and 12 spaces on this rack. It's big.
It's a big rack.
It's a nice rack.
I got a 16 right here.
Nice rack. Oh my goodness, that's the biggest rack I've heard of.
Biggest rack I've ever seen.
I'll take a picture of it and show you. Hang on.
Oh man,
I don't know how many spaces it is.
Let me see your rack.
Want to see my rack?
Hell yeah. Let's see my rack. Everybody take a picture of your rack.
You mean my wife's closet?
JC Penney, man. By the way, Inside is a great song.
They're all good.
This is riveting shit, boys.
Yeah.
This is how we get the last half hour.
Check out my rack.
Whoa.
Nice.
Paul's
That's
empty
a big
rack. Lot of
Why am I
space.
sending it? Why am I sending it? Yeah, you need a.
Oh, wait a minute. What do I get here?
I don't know how many spaces that is, but a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Jay.
Here you go. So I have my Korg tuner.
Oh, nice.
Those are my mic pre's right there.
Oh, you sent that to everybody.
I didn't mean to. I was like, why am I sending this? Got the Day King, got the API, which is, awesome.
The guy singing. I won't play it, but the guy singing behind.
I wasn't showing anything.
I was looking through my pictures.
Jay, you got a nice rack.
Thanks.
Can you say that?
That's what all the boys say.
Yes, you can.
What's the Avalon do?
It's a mic pre compressor. EQ.
All right. So what would you guys fill this with?
Huh.
Here we go.
What would you add to that rack?
A tuner.
Yep.
A power conditioner.
Okay.
Oh
A
yeah.
drawer.
An EQ. Maybe an EQ.
More stuff.
Yeah,
BBE.
well, that's what I'm saying. I've got room for more stuff. I'm like, now what do I need?
I love my BBE. That's if you what do you use it for, Paul?
It's preamp. It's a preamp rack, essentially.
For guitar or for anything?
Guitar, mostly guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've got vocal effects on the MIDI-Verb 4, but I don't really need those because
BBE
I've got all that shit.
For all around listening, for any stereo listening, BBE is good. It's just puts a nice rather than using an EQ, it kind of
right.
You like that better than the BBC?
Yeah, BBC
Or the BB-8.
BB-8, BBC.
The BB-8's the latest one.
What about an SPX 50? Remember those?
That was what was that? The reverb unit, the Yamaha
SPX 90.
And somebody asked me if I would recommend the 88. Absolutely, to me it's one of the classic, preamps for that old 80s sound. I mean, that's the Nuno Paul Gilbert sound.
Nuno Betancourt, man, that distortion on pornography or pornography, however you say it. God, that's amazing. That's an amazing sound.
There's no need to get an Elisa's Quadriverb if I've got a MIDI-Verb 4. I've also got a MIDI-Verb 2. If I wanted to really chain a second one in there, I could.
I don't have that one anymore. That's another one that nobody knows about that went back.
Man, we had a whole thing set up too, man.
Dude, I felt so bad.
A whole video. We had a whole production set up.
I made you go through all that.
Hang on, Ace is tearing up my fucking bedroom.
Uh-oh.
He's just come in. You want to show me what you did?
Oh,
What is
No, leave him alone. No.
Back off! Back off, boy!
He's very excited about what he just did. I'll bring my iPad in and take pictures.
It's like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm waiting for Ace to like drag in a real doll or something.
Or his flashlight.
I have to turn my shit down when you play that.
Wow.
Yo, if anybody is like laying next to their significant other in bed with this on, like,
Oh,
whoa.
my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, man, that's good.
Yep.
We're dragging a real doll over. Flashlight. Look what I got. Play fetch.
This show.
This show.
So, John, what does your girlfriend think of this show?
Oh, she's a fan. She's a fan. She likes it. How could she? That's this is the best
It's
entertainment.
entertainment. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Minor
entertainment.
damage. Nothing to report.
Oh, good.
He just pulled a couple of pillows off the bed.
Who's her favorite, John, on the
Me.
show? Did she rate us yet?
Does she rate you? No.
Yeah, she was like, I like
I'm her
him,
favorite.
but that other one with he thinks he's funny, but he's not. You know, shit like that.
I'm gonna say I'll save that stuff for that's private stuff. So.
Private stock.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear some of your summer stock.
When you
When you were doing summer stock, did anybody ever take a 13-inch
when
kielbasa?
you were in the theater, did you ever work with a kielbasa?
Kielbasa? I refuse to work with that man 1 minute more.
That's one of my favorite scenes, man.
I'm a
Just
professional.
that line. When you were in the theater, did you ever work with a kielbasa? It's so good.
The best line is the one that Giamatti
Ross
delivers.
Buckingham.
Ross Buckingham. When Giamatti drops a "You are the motherfucking Antichrist."
Giamatti always had the best.
Giamatti's the
rage.
best in the whole movie. He's the best part of the whole movie. Yeah. Hi, is this Betty Jean Rushton? Hi. It's Howard Stern, WNBC.
WNBC.
Let's go
Come
here.
on,
How
Howard.
Amish says it.
He's always pig vomit. Ever since I've seen that movie, whatever movie he's in, oh, it's pig vomit.
He's so good.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
What an actor.
Yes, but have you ever heard pig vomit?
Paul Giamatti solo album.
No. It's a real band.
Oh,
Jeez.
Big vomit.
Explicit lyrics. No way.
That's the thing is, pig vomit wasn't the nickname for Kevin Metheny. That's who the character is based on. Kevin Metheny, I think, still works in radio. He was pig viral. If you read Howard's book, he's pig viral.
Why?
Oh no!
Why?
That's terrible.
Go, Johnny.
Oh,
All right, I'm out.
Johnny just amuses himself with this stuff.
You should play.
He's like,
you should play
It wasn't me.
Jack Daniels and Pizza by
No.
Carnivore.
oh yeah.
Don't encourage him.
But
But yeah, There's a great song on there called "Did You Ever Wonder," which goes, "Did you ever wonder if your mom gave dad a blowjob just before she kissed you goodnight?" It's a funny.
We've almost gotten to Tuesday.
Yep. Hey, you said
Not
Big
until
Mama.
tonight.
I had to bring it out.
Never wondered that until tonight.
Yep.
Oh
no.
TMI. Oh boy. What do we got? 7 minutes. It's been
Caleb
strong.
typing. No. I'm so glad you messaged me too. No. I'm so glad you messaged me.
You still up?
You hang up first.
No, you play Mixolydian first.
I'd like to stack arpeggios on a Sunday morning with you.
Hey, I don't know if it's a gear question or what, but Tom Lyle brings up the Oberheim 6 voice.
Wait, we're on live?
You said gear, right?
Yes. There was someone
That's
who
like
posted
that's G-rear.
a cover of Jump on the Oberheim recently. I saw. I don't know if it was Facebook or whatever, but yeah. Ed's favorite
84 and Jump, yep.
Yep. And 5150. A lot of 5150 was the Oberheim, wasn't it? Live Without a Net was the Oberheim.
No. What I'm saying is the video, the guy plays 84 into Jump.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. Or did he play the Oberheim in Live Without a Net? John Biel. Was that I think that was the Oberheim.
The one with the broken keys.
Yeah.
Are you having a conversation to yourself over there? Sounds like you're having a conversation by yourself.
Jean Biel. I don't think so.
Yes. No.
No. I don't. By then, I don't think it was.
Caleb knows this, and he's just watching you guys flounder.
Well, I know I have pictures of it, but can I?
Ooh.
Pictures of it?
Isn't the Oberheim bigger than the keyboard he had on, like just bulkier than the keyboard he had on Live Without a Net?
Is he
the OB8
keyboard on White Candy Split?
Yeah, and he gives him that look like, all right.
Stand by.
Oh, I know, but it's against my religion not to talk.
Stand by.
This is how
Nobody
it's
wants to
standing
hear you
right
play
there.
keyboards. You're a guitar hero.
As a matter of fact, I just watched
Live was the OBXA. Yes, that's it.
OBXA.
Bent Tom for the win.
Now, what is that? A stripped down version or just a smaller? What is?
I think it's a more modern version.
Jean Biel.
I'll find it. What do we got? We got 5 minutes. I'll find a good picture of it.
Good. Keep John occupied for the rest of the show.
Yeah, you guys talk amongst yourself. It's in my 51.
Do they sell? There should be a plug-in pack or a plug-in with the Van Halen keyboard sounds, man.
We've been saying that for years.
Yep.
For years. Well, I've been saying that.
Problem is, we're the only ones saying that, and that's why it doesn't exist.
There it is.
Oh,
Was that me?
That was me. I had to hurry up. Is that it?
Yep. I just need the logo. I think he blacked out the logo for the Live Without a Net.
John, that's a nice cup.
it's like a beard. Just like like a Papa's
cup
beard.
I know what it is. That's a
It's a pick holder.
what do you call those? Star Wars.
Wampa?
Those elephant things.
Elephant.
Oh, that's a wampa.
It's a wampa.
Yeah.
Nerd.
It's my
Is
pickle.
that your ashtray?
It's a pick holder.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, man.
No, it's
bozo. No bozos allowed.
Oh, I need one of those.
You know why he wore that shirt, right?
Why?
You got to think
That
about
was his
bozos.
Dave
fun.
protest.
What? I didn't hear you.
Yes, but do you have the book?
It was his Dave protest shirt.
Kind of makes sense.
He was protesting David Lee Roth through visuals.
Wow. Hey, Caleb.
Yes.
Johnny, can you isolate Caleb again?
Isolate.
Yo, remember in Terminator 2 when Arnold gets half of his head like scraped off in his hair? That's what it looks like.
Here you go. By the way, in case you're wondering, there is a book on how to recognize bozos.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Is every picture in that book that same picture?
No,
That'd be good.
but it's funny. It explains it has a list of like famous non-bozos,
Johnny
people who are
Beane,
not bozos, people who are almost bozos.
Alan Alda, E.T.,
Lee Iacocca.
Sean Connery.
Almost bozos.
Yep.
Is David Lee Roth's name under the bozos?
No, here's a picture of a tourist bozo.
The
And
hell?
then Bozo-Bozette couples. Donnie Marie Osmond,
Sonny.
Cher, Waylon and Madam, John and Bo Derek,
Bo Derek.
Elizabeth Taylor and anyone.
Wow, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool book.
When did that come out?
Shit, I don't know. Hang on.
What year was that?
1984.
Oh, makes sense, I guess.
Who published it? Was it like a Yes Up production or something?
Something Sloan, Price Stern Sloan. And this book can be had in 1984 for the low
Oh, he's
price
playing a
of
Kurzweil. Ed's playing a Kurzweil in Live
95
Without a Net.
cents.
$3.
sorry.
Kurzweil.
Look at that guy. That's a bozo right there.
Look at that. Look how old the population is.
That looks like that one dude. Well, that looks like any old guy back then, I guess.
Does anybody want a shirt to make next? We'll get the no bozos in the front, and then on the back. Oh, there it is. Yep.
Kurzweil.
Then on the back, we'll put like the Johnny Bean TV logo on the top, and then our names underneath. We should do that. Somebody get on it now.
Jump in.
I'm working on it.
Or it could say no bozos, and then it could say Johnny Bean TV on it, and then it could be Caleb Bozo, John Biel Bozo,
We're no
Johnny
bozo.
Bean Bozo,
Terry Bozo, Dale Bozo.
Caleb Bozo.
Bozo.
Kevin Coachell in the chat asked, Caleb, do you
Kevin
have a
Kurzweil?
pedal to cop Ed's sustainer stuff? No. And I believe Ed's sustainer stuff was from a pickup that he used. So I don't have any of those. I don't have a guitar with a sustainer pickup. I do want one because I've tried them and they're fun. So I'd love to get that someday. But I don't have a pedal that does that. Thanks for the question.
And that's all we have time for.
No more questions.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
No
He's
more
taking
questions.
a picture of a picture.
It's 12
And
a.m. All right, wrap it up.
last one.
No more bozos.
No bozos.
Looks great.
Oh man, this is good stuff. We'll get that Blu-ray soon, folks. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Where the hell is Killian going? What the hell is he doing?
Oh my goodness. That boy ain't right.
Just in time for the end of the show, Jay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we're at the end of the show. And
Can't believe it.
Thank you
made
all.
it to the end.
thank you all for joining us, and stay tuned for more content. And
Will we going live again? Stay
Gonna do,
tuned. What do you mean?
More content. I'm just going to be sitting
Subscribe
here.
Subscribe.
Here are my
I'll be here all night, folks. I'll be here all
got
night.
a Wolfgang special here that I got from the company.
Try the
I'm
veal.
just going to play that here, and just jam on a couple things. So here we go.
Yes, and so yeah.
You got to have that effect. Where it
Anybody
sounds-
got anything else? Yeah. Anything else?
you got to have the effect that it sounds like a big mustache is rubbing up against the microphone.
Oh yeah, that's right. Can't hear that.
Ain't
Can you?
talking about love. About, not a boot. about. Ain't talking about love. Right?
Yep, John's gonna load that right in quick time and hit the loop button.
Amanda sounds like she just
You
finished
heard it
a
here,
full
exclusive.
non-filter.
A boat.
Boot.
All right. Well, thank you, folks. I think we're good. And join us next week. Don't forget to tune in to Johnny's Tuesday show with Neanderthal. Let's see, Neanderthal. What's Paul doing right now? Oh, there he is. Happy Paul. Johnny Beane's on the
Paul's real stiff.
That was like a picture.
Yeah.
Check his pulse.
Check his pulse.
Oh my goodness.
Check his paws.
Happy trails, everyone.
We spit when we hear Jeff Keith with.
Have a good night, everyone. Anytime. Whenever you're ready.
And we're clear.
Oh, good.
And Vaseline.